Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Urban Absurdity. I'm your host, OG Ron.
And I'm Bianca.
And I'm that motherfucking nigga, Cortez.
I was just about to say we're not introducing you no more, but this seems like you were ready for your own introduction.
I didn't know what I was going to say. I just said that shit to sound hardcore. But
it sounded pretty fucking hardcore, too.
Didn't it?
Almost.
Almost?
Almost.
I got to get a deeper voice?
I don't know. You gotta
This is the motherfucking man. Nah, that don't sound right.
No, don't go with that.
It sound like you about to start wrestling.
Hold on. This the motherfucking man.
No,
that's too light.
Definitely not.
You find somewhere in between.
This is your man. This is the motherfucking man.
You definitely gonna have to work on it. It has to sound natural.
All right, we'll move on. We're gonna. No, I'm just bullshit.
So it's you.
Go ahead with the shit, man.
Y'all, last show was the first time ain't the first time we was together, but like as a new show, like in case, well, y'all don't know because we haven't told y'all, but we are now 3 cast members deep.
Oh, I've been waiting on this since day one, nigga.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys. I just wanted to be down with y'all.
We were about to hook him up with his email address tonight.
Yeah, can y'all give me a company laptop? I need a company's laptop. I don't have a company laptop.
No, you gonna get a notebook and a pencil, nigga.
You have a tablet.
God damn it, man. I just want to be a part of the crew.
You are.
Yeah.
Not if I got a laptop.
Oh, one step at a time.
These motherfuckers both got Dells, and I got a porn phone and shit.
Hey, look, Bianca thought I was crazy, but I don't care what nobody says. Everybody got a porn phone. You might not call it a porn phone, but everybody keeps their last phone and uses it on Wi-Fi. Not everybody go trade their phone in when they go get another one.
That doesn't mean they necessarily use it for porn.
I mean, that's why I said mine is a porn phone. Like, there's no other reason for it. Like, why would you need another phone unless you're just gonna watch porn on it?
That's hilarious.
I give my other phone to my child.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How many phones you been through this year?
No, only 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't have it like.
So you upgrade your phone, you upgrade his phone? Shit, I had my phone for like 2 years.
Yeah, I keep getting phones, so I got a bunch of
don't.
phones.
Why do you get?
Well, I work at the phone store.
So you when a new one come out, you like
no.
He just told on himself. Anybody from T-Mobile listening?
You win contest, and in some of the contests they give you a new phone. That's all.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
Okay, you gotta give me your other one.
Do I gotta give him my other one?
Yeah, you gotta turn to your last.
No, I just got my son on one phone. I got 2 right now on me. It's just one of those things, man. Plus, Ron, you need to get hit with the new shit. You don't need 2 phones. You don't need the porn phone no more. Now they got the incognito website. So you go on incognito, you can look up all the dark shit you want, and then you can press
shit.
Yeah, you can press the X shit, and nobody even fucking knows about that. So your girl go check your phone, and she checking your history and shit. Mm-hmm. She can't check that history because it wasn't on there.
You know what? I just got introduced to incognito. They let me like email incognito. I'm like, who the fuck is sending
anything?
Who the fuck is sending like emails they don't want nobody to see? Like, I'm not emailing nobody no bullshit.
It's real out here.
Look at Bianca like, hey, if you only knew.
I've sent a couple of them things.
All right, I didn't know you could go incognito with the porn.
I'm an email person. I like email.
Are you a nude person? Do you send nudes?
No.
Oh.
You know what? Listen, I
with that hat, she's lying.
Tell people no. People
you don't send nudes.
Fuck no. Listen, when you do that, you automatically surrender everything to the other person on the other side of the phone. And I've seen things get bad. Like I've seen people send nudes.
Surrender.
Yeah, because it's like, if a person get pissed off at you, they're like, shit, I can do whatever I want to with this shit. How much trust do I have in the other man?
I was about to say, I think it's certain people that do that. Not everybody's on that.
I ain't trusting nobody.
Well, I feel that because you don't know who it is.
Listen, you piss somebody off in the right way, you gonna be top news in the morning.
Hey, but that kind of backfires sometimes. I remember this dude was posting, I guess his ex's pictures and. Like shit, it was some shit you want to see. Like
she was bad, right?
Yeah, she was bad as a motherfucker.
Her name is Shani.
Is that? Hey, bro, she came on there like shit, nigga.
She still ain't sent me the news.
She was like, my inbox blowing up, nigga. Thanks.
That's because now she got her pick.
Man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she
I mean, but them news was bullshit. Them was news.
So that's one thing.
I've been waiting on them news for 2 years, man.
Well, if he gave them out, y'all should have seen about it.
Hey,
he erased them.
Yeah, he erased it when he noticed it wasn't working. I guess he thought they was gonna bash like, oh, these bitches always doing crazy shit. Look at her stomach or look at this. You couldn't really say shit. Like she was just naked.
I didn't get to see it, man.
You,
light-skin joint?
Yeah.
Light-skin joint?
Light-skin John.
Listen, light or not, no one. I don't give a fuck who it is.
I really wasn't about the complexion. It was about the nudity.
Unless it turns out to like money. Now, if it comes out to money and you actually become somebody off the shit, not just I'm getting niggas in my inbox. If this actually gets you paid, then you like.
Oh, she could have went straight to Pornhub with that shit.
Like, she has a Snapchat.
Does she?
Yeah, and you got to pay for it.
But see, not porn.
I got a request and everything. I said I should pay $5 for this shit.
Like when you test your new show email out, send me that Snap handle so I can check that out.
You know what? It's kind of like when people talk about Cash Doll and Cardi B. Like that's what I mean by do something different with it, not like
Well, she got to take the risk. You got to put them out there.
Gotta throw the breastises on the table.
Listen, this will
How
be.
would anybody
this
know?
Will be it.
Or nobody know.
But I don't understand how. Okay, now I won't complain if they're sent to me. I don't care. I mean, I'm sending nothing back, but I'm just saying, and I let people know this ahead of time. I'm not sending anything.
You send me some nudes.
So feel free.
I'm gonna save them, but I ain't gonna send you nothing. That's so negative.
That's some selfish ass shit.
I am a selfish motherfucker.
Hey fellas, y'all gotta stop giving up the goods when they want exchange goods.
She gonna text him. You can see all I got when you get over here. Then when he get over there, she got all her shit covered up.
All right, that's when you come over there with the camera belt on.
The camera belt.
I place that motherfucker on the dresser like, yeah.
That's hilarious. That's the camera belt.
She won't notice this.
That's exactly why you put that bitch under that bitch. Y'all hearing shit, but you ain't seeing shit.
Hey, leave y'all clothes in the living room. Don't come here with nothing.
I told you strip down before you got it.
Hey, I know niggas, bro. Hey, I first got put on to the creep life when I found out my homeboy had a fucking camera smoke detector.
Damn, I
in
never
his
heard about
room.
This.
Yes, a camera smoke detector.
One of those.
So he was just like, I don't know how many years he had that motherfucker, but this dude has some footage. I'm like, bro, are you serious?
That boy will go straight to jail.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but he was just, I guess, like he wasn't using it for spite. In a lot of damn states, they call it revenge porn, so he's not putting it out there. Yeah. This nigga just got it in his personal connection. He
but
probably,
even if they
collection, I mean.
But even if they found out, even if he told somebody like, hey, I'm looking at this. Say he told you, but you ain't like that. You ain't gonna tell. But say somebody.
Hell no, you wouldn't let me see him either, dirty bastard.
But say if somebody like, hey girl, such and such got some videos of your motherfucking ass and then they go back and tell him, quick.
Yeah. You might not go to jail, but you're going to start some problems.
Tell no one. Listen, if you do that, do your thing. I mean, I'm not trying to... No, okay, let me take that back. You should not be recording anyone that doesn't know they're being recorded in a sexual way. You just shouldn't, because if you got kids or some shit like that, you won't want nobody doing that to your peoples. However, if you tell a person and they still down with it, that's cool. If a person telling you, I'm not sending you nudes, but you can send me some, and you still do... Okay, that's cool. Keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Fellas, if she tells you it makes her uncomfortable, don't send them. But you can send them to me.
I don't like when chicks say you lose with their face in them. Take that shit out.
It's a little weird, Ron, that you don't want to.
I know it's them. Like, you ever had a motherfucker send you a tit picture and they smiling and shit? Like, that takes away from the titties. You goofy smiling.
That could be cool, because then y'all be like sending shit to somebody else. You ain't white.
Hey, you know what? Send me something else as long as it's nice. I don't want to see no goofy smile and some damn titty pictures.
It's a white girl. Yeah, I know.
No, I know skin tones.
Get that smile out of here.
Yeah, I mean, why are you smiling?
It just ain't my face.
I mean, you got to make the right face if you're going to include it. Like, make a sex face. Like, I mean, turn me on with it.
Niggas are real.
Man, I used to do Titty Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Nothing but straight titties, man. No
Wait a minute, what you mean you used to do Titty Tuesday? You had like a club, nigga? What you doing?
When I first got my divorce, nigga, going through my divorce, I just started acting the fool. And I was up there. It was Wet Pussy Wednesday, Thick Thighs Thursday, Freaky Friday. It was all kind of shit I was doing. And chicks,
every day of the week, this nigga come on something.
Yeah, and you would think chicks would be more respectful.
Seeing Sunday, y'all come on with them pictures.
Come on through. I was getting hell of them too. I was showing my homeboys.
Why would they? I don't know. I've never.
I mean, like chicks. You know, more and more people are like into being free of themselves. So they don't give a fuck.
It's different. You know what? It's different to be.
So they don't give a fuck.
To be honest, a lot of females only do that shit because it's kind of they do that shit for attention. And then like people just want to be down. Not how you want to be down on the show, but people be like Brandy, they want to be down. You want to be the one that dudes be like, oh yeah, to get that acceptance. Mm-hmm. So that's why you do that shit.
Yep, I was living with my mama too. I couldn't even hit them all, man. I was so mad.
Oh.
I only got to snatch up a few of them motherfuckers, man.
That fool said about a divorce. That boy was home crying in fucking.
Oh man, I was crying.
I remember one day this dude blasted, like he was going through it, and I guess a lot of like people was hitting you up trying to console you and shit. This nigga blasted this chick talking about she was like trying to come on to you.
No, that was my April Fool's joke.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
bro, that shit was hilarious, bro. I'm like, dude, why would you do her like that? Like, she trying to console, like, he's like, could she come over or something like that? He's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want none of them. Shut up. Bro, that was hilarious.
Because when I did an April Fool's joke, it was like me and my woman broke up, right? And I had this shit going like 2 weeks before even was April Fool's. So I'm already hitting chicks up on the low. I done erased a couple of pictures and shit. I done told everybody I was single, and everybody like, you lying. So then I start inboxing bitches, and like chicks. I was inboxing chicks, you know, trying to holler at them and shit, hoping that they'll post it on like the book or whatever, right? But they didn't. And then like chicks would be in my inbox trying to give me advice, and I told this one chick like, stay the fuck out of my inbox. Cause she was like, if you needed to shoulder the crown and shit, I was like, bitch, I don't need no shoulder the crown. Stay your ass out of my inbox. I do not want to fuck you.
Boy, that shit was so funny.
And she didn't even know like that I was playing the joke. So
clearly,
yeah, in her mind, she wrote on the status like, fuck you. I was just trying to help your retarded ass out. I hope this and that. And I was like, just stay out of my fucking inbox. And then everybody was hitting her up like, nah, bitch, you was trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
I was going with it too, man. I had to apologize to everybody after that.
That shit was hilarious. I wouldn't apologize.
I went hella far with that. I even got into it with some niggas, man. Them niggas, like Woogie, I got into it with Woogie because I was acting like I was getting into it with all the comics too because I was going through the breakup. So now I'm like, fuck KC comics. Y'all ain't never put a nigga on. Then everybody was, you know, like comment like, bro, take this off Facebook. And like, blah, blah. I was like, no, fuck you. Like, you ain't never put me on no show. Everybody was mad. I had to inbox everybody and be like, man, I was just fucking playing. It was April Fool's joke. They was like, nigga, I was about to fuck you up. I wasn't about to do shit.
Oh, nigga, I was about to get at you, cuz. Right. Good looking.
Right. Woogie didn't know that I was playing, and this nigga hit me with a whole couple of paragraphs. He said my wife at the time was ugly, or my ex-wife was ugly, and I something about the kids. Like, he was going in. I was like, whoa, nigga.
Fuck the kids, nigga?
Call this nigga like,
damn.
Bro, it's just a joke.
Hell
he was
no,
like, man, I got anger problems, bro. I thought you was for real.
Yeah, that motherfucker crazy for real.
Said, bro, after the kids, we got to fight.
Right.
Right. I was hoping they did get this.
Oh, hey, I gotta admit, them were some good times. They were. This dude was fucking crazy.
Good ass time.
All right, a topic that we talked about. Well, this is when Bianca first walked in with her mink hat on.
It's cute. I have 3 more that are coming.
Oh, hell no!
And I'm super excited.
What colors are they?
Yeah, what the colors?
I have a jean one that's coming.
Are you fucking serious?
I have a burgundy one.
All right.
That's what I'm believing as a surprise. It's pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? Coming soon, niggas. Coming soon.
Motherfuckers.
All right, I gotta bring up something. She said, I guess she shot her shot sometime today with this hat on. And I was thinking earlier, matter of fact, I made a post about maybe a few months back. It was like, I think, like women, and this is just my opinion. Like, do you think women take rejection harder? That's why they don't shoot their shot as much?
Oh, definitely. For a woman to carry courage up to courage, curry up to courage, she gotta first think that this nigga not gonna say anything negative back to her. You know, women are insecure about their looks and shit.
I think so too.
And then they finally shoot the shot, and then they get shot down, and then they like, this is why I don't shoot my shot. Nah, bitch, you just coming at it wrong.
Wrong.
You the only one. You the only one that I ever see, ever heard shoot her shot.
Wrong. You want to know why?
Why?
What the hell is that?
Because I've been told that a person is only going to say yes or no. And if they say no, you move on. The reason why I say I think that men take it harder is because...
We got to get this nigga a new cord.
They got me the old cord. This is the cord they pulled out the janitor's closet and shit.
Hey, bro, I promise next week you'll have a new cord. I swear to God.
If this work, nigga. That ain't the right one.
Hey, get that nigga extension cord.
All you need to do is put some tape on the tip.
We talking about the microphone cord if y'all ain't following what the fuck
Get the
we
duct
talking
tape. And just put it on the tip.
I'll come up with the answer so I can blast you with it.
No, go ahead and tell me yours. I'm fine.
Sorry.
But this is my opinion on this. And of course you'll disagree because you're a woman.
More
More importantly, because you're Bianca.
importantly, because I'm a woman and we talk about women.
Yeah, and one thing about females, they hate for a nigga to know anything about their ass.
Oh, gosh.
I think women, first of all, yes, it's known that y'all get hollered at, get approached more than men. Mm-hmm. As a whole, don't come out and say, no, it's men get a whole lot of hollers. Yeah, of course.
I'm listening to you.
But as a whole, women are the ones that get got at. Mm-hmm. So I think like they're comfortable with that. You don't see like, yes, in the past 20 years, it's been this women's movement. All right, we equal. You ain't got to holler at me. You ain't got to open no door. Nigga, I fix my own transmission. We already know about that. Mm-hmm. But I think it hurts women because you already got this thing that, all right, we all holler at, they all want me. Mm-hmm. Like women don't try to walk to no store that's maybe a block away. It's going to be like 6, 7 cars pull over. Hey, you need a ride? Hey, if a nigga walking, unless you got fucking a 6-pack and it's out, like you might not get no stops. Motherfucker might blow the horn. Nigga, you know might not even stop.
Right.
So I think that's why they don't shoot they shot as much because y'all very confident and that confidence has been built off like a lifetime of niggas yelling at you. So, all right, go ahead and just deny.
This society has always been men choose, women choose back. That is just how it is.
Right.
No, men don't have the power to choose. We chase, and the women choose to be caught or not.
Men choose.
That's true.
Men choose, and women choose back. You could say, even if you just talking to a person, whatever, but you get your pick on, like, do I find this person that interesting?
Women choose, not men.
So women
because we're gonna throw a bunt. We're gonna talk to about 10, and whichever one picks us.
That's
the one we rolling with.
But this is what I'm saying by you doing the choosing. That's just my point.
I think we're just doing
okay.
I think we really one of those things where we just shooting our shot just to see if we can fucking make one.
Yeah. I agree with that.
We're just choosing. So
choosing would be
no.
You. None of you bitches.
Listen.
Just you. Nah.
Listen.
All y'all.
If you threw it at 10,
who's gonna get one of these clocks today?
Listen. if a nigga threw it at 10 females and 3 of them threw it back, he would test out all 3 of them motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Yeah, we would.
This is what I mean by
it'd be mad because the other 7 didn't come.
Because you're not choosing everybody.
You know.
You're not saying
this is a better analogy. It's like fishing. We just throwing that motherfucker in the water,
yeah.
And if something grabs on that motherfucker, that's what we reeling in.
Yeah.
So
we rarely throw it back.
Choosing.
They got to be fucked up for us to throw it back.
But you choosing on who you throw it to.
Nah, we just throwing it in the goddamn water.
You're not throwing it to anybody.
No, we just throwing it in the water. If an alligator can get hold of that motherfucker, if the alligator got a fat ass, that's what we going
I'm about to say, we going to think about it. I run a risk of getting bit, but shit, I ain't had none in a while.
But anyway.
Then you be like, man, this motherfucker is kind of cool. Everybody scared of this goddamn alligator.
I saw you at the movies with that damn alligator, nigga. Hey, nigga.
This alligator.
Slow week.
But you still pick on who you want. You still pick on who you want, though.
This alligator, just like one of the niggas, man. I can talk to the alligator about anything.
I was just about to say that. This alligator understands me, bro.
Right.
Fuck you.
I don't think women take rejection. I think women were told that you are not supposed to do that you are supposed to let the man come to you. Mm-hmm. I talk to a lot of women, and they say they've had people that they would like to talk to, but they're not going to approach them
Right.
because that is not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
All right, but along with that, you don't think rejection plays any part in that?
I think it could. I don't think it plays as big of a part as them saying, I was raised not to approach. You let the man approach you. Because if you do it, then it makes you look like too clingy or it makes
you
you
thirsty
look
or something
thirsty,
like that.
Yeah,
right.
It does.
Instead of people understanding that all women don't want that either. All women don't want to fucking get to know you either. I mean, I'm just saying, it is true.
Why the hell you have to bring that shit out?
because
we don't want to get to know your
I'm
ass.
talking directly to a motherfucker right now.
no, because some of us are not like that. Some of us are not like, oh, I want him to choose me so bad. Like it's not, everybody's not that way. So if I see somebody and I want to talk to him, I talk to him. Just like if I see somebody, a female, she cool, not to talk to her like that, but to be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I talk to anybody. It doesn't matter. That's my personality.
Yeah. That is your personality. There's a lot of I meet a lot of women that would shoot their shot and no problem at all. But I do kind of look at them, at the corner of the eye, like, nigga, I know I ain't the cutest nigga right now.
You always think it's a setup.
Why the fuck you coming over here?
You always think it's a setup.
You know my goddamn woman.
Like, no, they want to holler at you. Like they want to say, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Woman.
Yeah, I think men and women have two different mentalities. Because one thing, all right, when a female is getting ready, about to go to that club, getting her hair done, doing all this and that, she knows she bad when she walking out that motherfucker.
No. She thinks she bad when she walking at the motherfucker.
I mean, well, yeah, and sometimes she might be correct.
Some of the motherfuckers do not be bad at all.
And even some of those, because this is women, they walk out of there, they just know that any nigga in that club they can walk out of there with. Most of the time, that's true.
That is true.
With a man, like, it's just in a man that when you getting ready, you could know you fly shit, but we know that we don't have 100% accuracy.
One time in my life, my homeboys can attest to this.
It's a story.
Nigga, I got all dressed up. This is back in the day. It was back in like 2007 or 8 or some shit. Right?
Okay.
We have to see this fit.
Right. This fit is
You still got it?
This fit is not gonna sound as good.
We know you took pictures.
I don't got them anymore.
Rock will wear a jeans suit.
I had on
Pele.
motherfuckers.
Mecca.
Had on some blue jeans, vest, dress up vest.
Oh shit!
Right, a vest with a white undershirt, the button up shirt, and at this time, I know you're gonna laugh, but at this time it was cracking. Had a little S curl. All right.
So he did the Fresh Prince. Like,
A little S curl or a full S curl,
man,
nigga.
it was a little S curl,
that
man.
old
My friends always be like,
Had that one you had to keep moving, hanging on his arm.
That's what gonna do me. They're gonna do me with the real S curl.
You gotta move it out the way.
The rest of the hair short, that was long.
Oh wow!
You had to move with your finger. You couldn't do that hair flick that chicks do. You couldn't
Just
do
one
that.
finger?
I better not catch you doing
Did
that.
you have the V duck?
I didn't have none of that. I didn't have none of that. Real small, right?
All right, let's listen to it.
Real,
We just trying to picture, set the scene, nigga.
I'm about to tell you I'm about to tell you the title of this story. It was called 40 for 40.
Oh wow!
What you think that meant?
You had your own sports 30 minutes. They did the show on this shit.
Close. What you think that
Oh, that's
meant?
30 for 30.
I don't know, but I'm excited to hear.
40 for 40, right? So I get into the club, right? It's at Voodoo Lounge. I'm thinking I'm looking good. My homeboys, they hating this shit, so I know I'm really
They
good.
hating.
When niggas hate on your outfit, they all.
They said, look at this nigga.
All right, this nigga ain't gonna get. This nigga ain't about to get no bitches, right? So
Yeah,
I go
niggas
in
can't
there,
just
right?
come out and say, "Boy, you look good."
Go in there,
I ain't gonna
right?
lie, boy, you look good.
Went in there, hit the first chick I seen. Like, hey, hit her with the boom, 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 bow. She gave me her number. Went up to the second chick I seen. Was talking to her for a minute. Ended up getting her number.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, I walked out of there with 40 numbers, bro.
Damn.
That was off of seeing 40 different chicks. Nigga, do you not know how live my weekend was after that, nigga?
Oh, it sound live,
Oh,
bro.
nigga, moms and them was out of town too. I was just calling bitches left and right, bro. Like,
Nigga
what?
sent them out of town.
Nigga, I'm not even gonna lie. This gonna sound gross to her, but on some real shit, I hit like 2 or 3 chicks in one night.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the weekend. God.
And They was white bitches. That's what was really crazy.
Oh shit, real white bitches?
Yo, nah, not the real ones. It was a hood white bitch.
Yeah, still good, good.
One was a mother of 3 or something like that. She was old as shit. She was like 40. She was at that time. She was like 40 years old. I was just like 18, 19 years old.
Oh, you was young then, but now if you hit a white chick, it got to be one of them white people.
Because I was at Voodoo. I was 21.
Okay,
yeah, but she was old. But she was so damn old. She had brought her homeboy with her, right? And this is me and my homeboy just at my people's house chilling, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And dang, I hope my parents don't listen to this. I do tell them about this podcast.
Do.
So she her friend downstairs.
He'll get in trouble.
Her friend downstairs getting smashed by my homeboy or whatever, and then I'm upstairs trying to smash this old ass hoe and shit. And she like, be quiet. It's too loud. This bed is too squeaky. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody here except for me and my homeboy that is fucking your homegirl downstairs. Like, why the fuck is you acting like this?
Why's you tripping?
Yo, wildin', bro. Wildin', man. Made me so mad. I was just like, you gotta go. So she gets mad, get on her shit and leave. Boom, boom. Because I had 40 numbers, bro. So I just hit it the next chick.
Yeah.
She came through, nigga. Some mean motherfucker. That motherfucker was swagging, bro. Came in,
swag surfing.
She even ended up spending the night. And the next day, she had took a shower and shit, got up and left or whatever. And this how I knew she was feeling the nigga. This how I knew I put it down. She was like, "Damn, I was waiting on you to come in the shower." I was like, shit! I should have.
I'm supposed to know. Why didn't you tell me?
Right. I was like, shit! I should have took a shower.
Man, youngsters don't know that.
I didn't know.
It sounds like you had an exciting time.
It was hella
sound like
exciting.
Good times.
Then I went out the next day when I was this black chick. She wasn't really fucking feeling me. I think she just went for the food, and then
she
was feeling that fucking outfit. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
You go, girl.
Then like
get that meal.
This how I knew I was on, Ron. This how I knew I was on, bro. I kid you not. This gonna sound like straight out of a movie. This how I knew I was on. A girl was in VIP. She walked from VIP to the middle of the room where I was hanging out with my homeboys and shit, and then she grabbed me and she said, "I want you to come back up to my booth." And I was
was in there killing it, nigga.
I'm looking like me.
Nigga looked around like, oh shit.
What booth? And she's like, back there. In Voodoo, the booths are in the back. Yeah. And I'm like, what? I ain't never been up here before. She got bottles and shit. She got a whole little thing to herself. She telling me she's from California. She was telling me something about some lemon ice. And I was like, who the fuck make lemon ice? She was like, you just put lemon in the cube thing, put it in the freezer. I was like, damn. She's like, all I eat is lemon ice. So,
sounds classy.
So she was on some other shit, bro. So she was trying to do something that night, right? Which I was down or whatever.
Of course.
My punk ass friends, they was cock blocking. They wanted to go up to Westport to Chubby's and shit. So now we up at Chubby's with the dumb bitches.
Glad they closed that motherfucker down.
Did they close it?
Yes.
Made me upset, bro.
Smell like shit anyway.
Cause I didn't drive.
We did have some fun times in there. The fights were epic.
You know what? There's always a fight in Chubby's, man.
Cause it's stinking there.
And it be with the waitress. With the waitress, they be boxing.
The bums.
Hey,
the
motherfucking waitress look like they smoke like 6 packs a day.
The bums was pleasant.
The bums were nice.
They were
great conversations.
Hold the door for you.
Yeah.
Loved them.
Got a little bit of change in your pocket.
Listen,
Motherfucker asked me for a piece. Hey, let me get a piece of that burger, nigga. What happened to change? The hell no, nigga.
I was pleased to give away.
You
my
hold the
prize.
door, that mean I'm gonna share my food with you.
Shit, that was a piece of your burger.
I gave that nigga $2. Like, bro, you got to settle for this. Shit.
I was pleased to give away my prize.
Go around McDonald's.
Do you want some more?
Oh, some more fries.
Can I do any? Can I give
Damn.
you anything else? You want some funnel cake?
Goddamn Chubby's, man.
They eating good over there. Eating good in the neighborhood.
So sound like you had fun.
Yeah, so that's the 40 for 40 night. Me and my homeboys always talk about it.
So how long were
That's
you
an epic night, bro. 40
Yeah.
numbers.
How long
Yeah.
were you on the medication?
Medication?
Yeah.
I want no medication.
For that burning sensation that had to be happening down there.
you would think.
Listen.
You would think.
Come on
Came
now.
out solid as a rock.
I'm trying to ruin the story.
Solid as a rock. Kid you not.
Okay, look at you.
Nigga, it was a one, and it lasted
you.
long because then I was hitting up the other chicks trying to meet up with them. I had a good groupie thing going on, man. That was pleasant. It was pleasant.
Hey, groupie love used to be the shit back then.
Listen, females,
man.
that it was my song. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that song.
Who sang that?
First of all, when Nate Dogg stepped on,
Uh-oh.
and I heard it was him, I was like, is that Nate?
Oh shit, it's Nate.
Nate is on his mother.
Oh, I said, oh shit.
Nate.
I wasn't
Hey.
ready.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was. Now I'm trying to think of the damn song. I ain't know Nate was on.
Y'all in the house tonight looking for some groupie.
All right. That was definitely some club shit.
Listen, I told you. Listen, that was shit. Okay, let me get off of it because I'm about to be here reminiscing and shit.
Oh shit! All right, the reason I brought up females shooting a shot too is because now everybody, I know every man at least knows Delicious. She has a couple of attributes that
Who said she when she came?
and a lot of males like. She shot her shot at my homie. As a heterosexual male, I gotta say I love this nigga, Shannon Sharp from Shannon Sharp is a cool ass dude. She shot a shot at him, but he ignored her. Like said nothing, and she's on Instagram like, "Hey, this is my husband." Like going overboard now. Like she putting herself out there. It's like a lot of women won't do that. Like he's not responding to you, and I would respond to her. Don't get me wrong, but like he not even. I guess he not feeling it. Say she slid in his DMs or whatever, but like he not responding. So I think that's why a lot of females won't do that.
You know why he not responding? He got a little. I don't know if he's married or not married, but niggas that don't respond to shit like that usually got something at the crib where they ain't trying to overstep their boundaries with and shit.
Yeah, well, I know you're not married.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Because you're not about.
Oh, that's where that saying comes from.
Because you're not about to hit a chick up because that shit gonna go viral. And now you gotta look at your woman that you done promised you wouldn't fuck around no more, and now she looking at you like, bitch, delicious. You fucking with Flavor Flav's ex nigga, the burnt crispy nigga.
Yeah, Flav hit that.
He didn't want none of those.
Or
things.
he's probably just not interested in her. Like I think it's
She's
whatever.
not a bad looking woman though.
But it's not about that. It's not about just because. Like we have to remember too, and I always say this: when you are not on the pay grade. Or even the famous grade of someone else. What you may like may be cool to you, but someone who has it is like, I can do better. Or maybe I met her and her attitude is bad and I really don't want to talk to her. Right. So when niggas be like, even females, when we be like, oh my God, I don't see how I would talk to him. And another person be like, no, the nigga's trash. Like, we have to understand that we just see these people on social media or on the movies or whatever. We're not really dealing with these motherfuckers like somebody else is. And they like, no, y'all just really don't know this person.
Right.
Like, I don't want that. Or I have options and I have this and I have that. Because when you feel like you got to prove it to somebody else and this person is not saying anything back, he might have told your motherfucking ass, I'm really not feeling that shit.
And I think she took it well because most people wouldn't put it out there like, basically, this nigga's ignoring me and I'm still talking about this nigga's my husband and shit. She took it well. Like, most motherfuckers would have blasted him or said something negative or something. I was just bullshit, nigga. You could have. Like, no, you wasn't bullshit. That shit was real. I could just hear him responding. That nigga talks so fucking hilarious.
He said, no.
Like I'm over here on this yak and this mouth and this motherfucker all in my inbox.
not at all.
That nigga said I'm trying to do something for two something, but not with your ass.
He said, do I know you?
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's the difference. And the greatest thing that I've learned is for women, I think. Well, the greatest lesson I've learned, I can't say a lot of people, but the greatest lesson I've learned is never speak for a man. When I see people do that, I'm like, why would you do that? A man has a mouth, especially if he has social media. If he wants to praise you, let him do that. You can't do it for him. You can say how much, you feel loved, but you can't be like, oh, my nigga love me. He doing all this, he doing all that. Because then once
you can.
Because then, listen, once you do that, most people that I know who are in great relationships, or even if it seems like they're great relationships, or they're just stable relationships, let me say that, they let the other person speak for them, or comment on it and be like, yeah, you're right, I do, I love you, I care about you. But they don't do all that. It's kind of like when you got trying to sell some shit to somebody. Like, you let your man speak on you.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But you shouldn't be the one doing it. And then he hit the like button, like with the blue like button, not the love. Like hit the like button. Like, I like that shit. Like, come on, don't do that. Let him speak for himself. You sit back, you let him speak, because once you do that shit, and if things don't turn out to be the way they was, you was doing all that boasting, and the other person, whether it be a man or woman, was kind of like, I wasn't saying shit back, so I don't understand why you upset.
Hey, the only thing too, I be thinking about couples and social media. Like, me and my girl, we not even friends on social media.
Really?
But when we not friends. And the reason why is because like everybody remembers when I used to like really go hard with the post, like calling women bees, all types of shit. And I will get back. No, I'm just bullshitting.
I remember.
All right, but she used to always say, "I'm gonna delete you. Your ass is crazy. You always say some crazy stuff." Mm-hmm. So eventually, like when I just got tired of her saying it, like I just deleted it.
Wow.
But like she rarely posts. Like my girl, I think she on Facebook just to be nosy, like see what her friends doing. Like she rarely posts. The only thing she posted like had something to do with me and her was like she updated her relationship status. I was like, damn, I didn't know you was gonna do that. I mean, which I don't care, but like females, like I guess I see men do it too. But it's like, okay, she did that. But I talk about my girl all the time, but not.
Niggas be like Bonnie. You can't think of nobody else.
Yeah, I talk about it all the time, but she don't see it. It's not like I'm trying to feed her ego because we know what's going on off of Facebook. But no, we're not friends. I deleted her a long time ago.
Nope. See you when I get home.
Man, my woman, she just got off Facebook, man, and she's just now getting back after a couple years or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she took a vow and got off of it, so that helped us out a little bit. So
and your woman is crazy. She's mad funny, B. Dude. It's like she be saying some funny shit.
And you know what? She don't even be trying. That's just who she is, bro. And like some of that shit comes off at the wrong time with the wrong people. One time we was at my mama and them house and my cousin, this is shout out to my cousin Dominique. This nigga was down here for like a whole like summer, right? And he's in college, so he's like out in Oklahoma or some shit going to college OU, and he's taking some summer classes here, right? So he stayed here, and his girl stayed in Oklahoma or wherever she was at, right? So he'd here all summer, right? And he got a chance to meet my lady and shit, and you know everything cool, right? So Christmas come around, you done dropped the damn.
I almost killed myself. All right, go ahead.
Christmas come around, right? And we all at my mama's house chilling, having a good time, right? So it's dining down, and we all in the kitchen at the table, you know, just me, my lady, my cousin Dominique, and his woman had came down, right?
Yeah.
So we in there, and Robbie was like, she had said some shit like, girl, you know he was down here cheating the whole time. And I was like,
I like that humor,
why
though.
did you say that? I'm like, no, he wasn't down here cheating the whole time. Like, this nigga was not, she didn't even get to see him.
Was
like,
he cheating?
Nah, he wasn't cheating.
Oh, she was just joking.
Yeah, that's her personality. So when she say shit like that, she's joking. But you know,
that's
like,
funny humor, though.
when you first meet somebody and they already like, you was gone the whole summer, so I know you was fucking around and doing something. Mm-hmm. So, you know, anything like that, you got to like really take to the head. Like, was this nigga cheating? Was she joking for real?
What's your cousin say?
Man, this nigga had to go home and apologize a million times and shit. He wasn't mad. He was just like, damn, like, why she say that shit? And I was like, bro, I don't know why the fuck she said that shit.
Did he know she was like that, though? Did he know she had that type of sense of humor?
I think he knew a little bit, but he wasn't hanging out around with her a lot, so it ain't no way that he could effectively know that this is her personality.
There's no way he could have prepared himself for that.
Right. That shit was crazy. I mean, like, he was apologizing. Like, he was like, nigga, she almost got me fucked up. And I'm like, bro, I apologize. She was just playing, dude.
Hey, did she apologize?
Yeah, she immediately apologized.
Oh,
okay. I'm just playing. She was like, nah, girl, he probably was. I was like, damn.
Definitely not the reaction he was looking for.
Right.
That's it. That's what you like. Is there truth to this?
And that's what it was. It was, is there truth to this?
Like, is she trying to help me out?
And that's what I was telling her. I was like, Robbie, you can't say that shit because you was here all summer while this nigga was here all summer. And this is my cousin. So obviously I would tell you shit that he do. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like, you can't just say shit like that. Like, I'll be having to tell her to calm her ass down, man. She just say, like, in any crowd, bro, she don't even care. She just be saying, she be like, girl, what you need to do is watching that nigga when he be doing blah, blah, blah. And another girl be like, you so right. I'd be like, dude.
I hate those kind of vibe sessions.
Why the fuck is you doing
I love them.
A lot of shit come out. Like, Bianca was in here on my girl a minute ago. I'm like, hold on. Don't be putting nothing in my damn relationship.
Oh, yeah. She definitely in that bitch.
Like, how the hell could you just throw that in there? Don't do that.
Don't try to play me up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. I mixed two songs. I mixed Unity and Yo-Yo song.
Oh, shit, I'm about to say, who's that?
But that shit
Who's
sounds
that, Queen Latifah and Moni Love?
But listen,
All right, I see where you going with this remix.
I did a mash.
Oh my God! Over here doing mashups
You
and
know
shit.
what? That was this shit though.
That might be
think
cool.
so.
I might start DJing. That
was-
sounds like my first. That sound like my first hit.
I'm like, yo, I'm doing this one coming live, yo. They
Oh
like,
my
get her
God.
ass down.
You got to do another one for the show is over. Like maybe like some Whitney and Missy. You know what I mean? Let's come on with that.
The Juices Loose mashup is coming out. You know what? It's almost the end of 2018. They
And
gonna
that
be
shit
like,
still ain't dropped.
they be like, bitch, you said that last year.
Motherfucker, we been hearing about the Juices Loose all this time. This shit's like Dre's album. It ain't never gonna pop.
I'm trying to get it hot.
All right, she gonna drop in 2021, y'all. Just be patient.
Listen, like Kanye, gotta go back to the motherland.
She gonna come out. This is what y'all been waiting for, and everybody even fucking remember this.
Who?
Man, ain't nobody listen to that shit.
Now y'all know. I was over here joking, but you already know the real. The Juices Loose drop in 2019. We had a little bit of pushback.
Yeah.
People wanted more tracks off the album, so I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, the record label said she had to throw in some more radio friendly shit. So you know what I'm saying.
Sorry to interrupt and shit, man. I just want to let you know I appreciate you having this at your house, but you have to update that damn toilet, bro. Ron got that toilet where you got to hold down the shit for 20 minutes for it to flush. You in there catching all kind of germs. You just got your thumb just sitting on the goddamn germs. Just sit on the germs like, this shit gonna flush? It's gonna do the little twirl around? Like, how long is this motherfucker gonna take?
Ron's toilet got
Damn.
Hey, I'm used to holding it. I'm used to
He
holding
got
it.
an attitude. Tell him, hold on.
Just give it a minute, nigga. It's gonna flush.
I told you, hold on.
Hey, that shouldn't be scary if you took a number 2 in there. You know how it's always scary when you go to somebody's house and you take a dump, and the toilet it never want to act right when you take a shit.
You was just
Never.
fine when I had to pee.
And I ain't got no window in there, so it ain't like you could just sneak out that motherfucker. Hey, you ever had a toilet not flush? You try to look for a way out? Like, I'm not going out this door. There's no way I'm going to do that. They going to have it all on Facebook. Take pictures of it. Look at what this nigga left in my toilet. Hey, y'all, this belong to Cortez, old log dropping ass. You come on my house with that bullshit.
I went to take a drug test one time. Not a drug test. I don't even know what I was doing. I had to get something done one time.
Something
right?
involving the toilet.
Right. So I go in there. It's at Providence Hospital, nigga. I'm up at Providence Hospital in the clinic and shit. And
Hey, I swear next time we going to have a better cord.
I
Hold on, let me hook
appreciate
him up.
But how you hear that?
I just don't let it touch the table. Just keep it away from the table. I'm about to get back on Amazon tomorrow and order a couple cords.
Send me 3.
Let me get 2 cords from y'all. I got a new nigga on the podcast.
so I go in there, bro. I go in there, to be honest, right?
Okay.
And I'm in that bitch, right? And I got diabetes, bro.
Do you?
Yeah, I got diabetes, so.
Move this out the way. Drink
I know,
some
right?
of this water.
That's why I drank water first, but.
Man, don't say it like it's cancer.
No, I'm
You
good.
all right?
Listen, we might have to amputate that nigga's foot right here.
That
Right
may
here.
be true. That may be true.
Right
That'd be a
here,
good show if we could take
But-
this nigga's foot off.
I got
Damn.
I got his toes. Right. I got his toes. Right. Be like, keep his goddamn socks on.
Hell yeah, keep his socks on. We gonna cut that shit. We gonna cut this nigga's sock down to the ankle and then cut.
How the fuck did it get here? I just said I had diabetes.
Hey, bro,
Damn, y'all got me treating me like Big Mama out here and shit.
hey, we go off on this show.
The only thing we want is what's best for you.
Hell yeah.
And if we got to do whatever we got to do
Wow.
at any given moment,
And we gonna freeze the foot.
The hospital right up the street. I can just take me.
Providence will kill you. We gonna do that shit right.
It's
Damn.
probably we have to wait for KU, and that may take a
Damn.
while. We have to
Wow.
save the foot,
Save it.
wrap it up,
Wrap it up.
in saran wrap because you don't want to get too many germs on it.
And my girl got hand sanitizer in her purse.
There
We
you
own
go.
this shit.
There you go.
That's what we going with?
Throw,
We
that,
go- hey.
throw that bitch in the freezer. Make sure you double wrap because you don't want that bitch to leak on the food.
That's
You gotta be safe. And then after that, yeah, they come get you.
What about me, nigga?
Hey, I throw it in there next to the ham
Listen,
bone.
don't even worry. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap the end of that leg up with the rest of the saran wrap, right? Because we gotta keep pressure on that shit.
Saran wrap is gonna take care of that shit.
Hey man, trust me, we know what we doing.
We do.
I'm starting to not believe.
We know what we doing. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to let you take it home because I got a hand bone in there. I don't want to put it in there next to that. My auntie come pick it up. Now she got your foot in her green.
Yeah. Don't worry. Listen, like Pac said, believe in me like the 1st and 15th. Okay.
Wow.
We got you.
Wow.
Don't worry. We know what to do.
I don't even trust dark skinned motherfuckers anyway. So.
Hey, well shit, you in the wrong place.
I was not saying just for that we throw that bitch outside.
You in the wrong spot.
Damn.
Listen, there be dogs fighting over there.
My goddamn foot from outside the yard. Put it back in the greens. Safer in there.
This look like a foot. This don't look like a little goddamn hand bone.
In the greens, that shit don't never get touched.
Fuck Ronnie doing over there?
Don't never get touched.
Hey man.
Then Church the cat come up in the backyard eating on that nigga foot.
What is this cat that y'all keep referring to?
Where Church come from?
Hey, there was some good ass greens. You got some more there?
Some good ass greens.
Y'all put y'all foot in that bitch.
I put y'all foot in that shit.
Literally.
That was Cortez's foot.
Fuck y'all, okay? My foot ain't getting amputated.
All right, no.
All right, go on with the story.
God damn. Tell the nigga, tell some motherfuckers a health issue, and this is how they treat you.
Listen.
They just made up a whole set about my diabetes.
We gotta come prepared.
And my chest and my stomach
We gotta
hurt.
come prepared. First of all, what you should feel is blessed at the fact that we already got a plan.
This sounds like I'm a die. Sound like I just need to keep the foot.
You ain't gonna lose that much blood.
You will live, bro. We would live. I got a chip clip on top of the refrigerator. We get your shit right.
Listen, we pour out that water, put his blood in there just in case he lose too much. Then put it back in there. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gonna put my blood in the cooler?
Because we ain't take you to Providence, and it'll take too long for KU to get here. So by the time they get there,
nigga that passed away.
Hey, that ain't water in there. That's like a preservative solution. Like you ever see them fucking heads in laboratories and shit? That's what that is over there.
so are we keeping it in the water or are we keeping it in the freezer?
I don't know. Depending on how this story go. What you got?
Go ahead. We're listening.
Never mind now. Fuck this story.
We just
Nigga.
Oh, my stomach really hurts. This shit
I
was
thought
fun.
I had an interesting ass story.
It is gonna be interesting. We just act a fool,
This
man.
shit ain't no more interesting than without the foot. Nigga.
Hey, Cortez gonna have to get used to us every day. Like you used to come over once every couple of months. Now, nigga, we fuck with you every week, nigga.
We
I
just
don't
want to
know
make
about
sure.
this shit.
We just want to make sure that you're okay.
Where's a bullying number at? I know it, 1-800-BULLY. Because I'm reporting both of you motherfuckers.
I'm gonna give you my number. Answer the phone.
Listen,
Nigga, let him cut your foot off.
the only thing we try to do is
Fuck you
save
crying
lives
for?
around here.
Nah.
And when you see this, the thanks we get, we try to come up with a plan to save a nigga life.
Neither one of y'all CNAs, first of all. So y'all ain't saving shit.
Oh shit!
You
Hey,
know?
nigga, you can use the bathroom by yourself.
I was about to say, well, we don't need to carry you off the bed.
About to say you just came out of there.
We cutting the leg.
Anyway, back to my goddamn story. That was supposed to be funny. That probably ain't gonna be less funny. and
Save a
shit.
lot of money on shoes, nigga.
What if they cut through the bone, though? Do you have a knife strong for that? Because I saw the only thing I saw is
I got something for that.
better than a plastic knife because we can't cut it with that.
You right. I have to check my shit. See what I got up there.
Right. We'll need
got a
outside
shed?
too.
Come in here with a lawnmower blade. Yeah, I got a shed out there. Ain't nothing in there though.
Scary shit.
A shed?
Rhyme with shit.
Hey, that motherfucker was here when I bought the house.
Nigga got dogs hanging up back in the shed.
Man, ain't no but a gas can in that motherfucker.
They got a chainsaw and shit. Just carving dogs in the back of his shed. Neighborhood dogs. Everybody looking for dogs in the shed. Missing all these dogs. And this nigga walking around everyday life. And he the dog killer. This nigga Rod is a goddamn dog killer.
I'm gonna turn that motherfucker into a she shed for my girl.
King! Where you at?
That's gonna be my girl's she shed. Don't even worry about it.
God damn, bro.
Tell us a story.
Nobody burned on your she shed, Cheryl.
Can y'all replace my she shed? Okay, go.
I can't stand that woman. I almost called her a B, but she looked like a classy lady. I can't stand her though. That was the most fucked up commercial I ever seen. They always play it.
They burned down my she shed. Okay.
Y'all childish. So anyway.
Is my she shed covered by State Farm? Oh, slow ass.
They gonna give me a new she shed. Okay, we ready. Tell us a story.
So I got diabetes, right? These pills, right? and I take these pills called metformin, and these particular pills just run right through your.
Metformin.
Yep.
Hey, George, brother. No, I'm just. All right, my bad. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Metformin is a diabetic pill that's supposed to lower your blood sugar, right? But when you take this motherfucker, what they don't tell you is that it gives you immediate diarrhea, bro. Diarrhea is so severe that once that shit hit, you gotta immediately go to a goddamn bathroom close by, right? This particular time, I'm in there about to take my test, right? My P test or whatever, and I gotta shit like a motherfucker. And on the toilet, it clearly says, do not flush and do not flush and do not leave your feces in there, right? And I was just looking at that motherfucker like,
how you gonna do both? Like,
I'm looking at that motherfucker like, but it's a toilet though, you know, like I can't go nowhere else.
Yeah,
man, I threw down in that motherfucking toilet, bro. And I just left my, I flushed it, right? But I don't know if that bitch went down or not. But I flushed it, right? And I left my little pee in the little door for them to get, and I rolled the fuck out of there.
Oh, so you had already gave your sample.
Oh, yeah, I did my sample. I just put that shit on the door, and you close the door, and then on the other side, they pick it up or whatever. Yeah. Man, I know they was pissed off at me, because if that toilet don't flush.
Listen, you got a good
one. He didn't even wait around to see if it flushed.
I didn't even wait around, nigga. I was gone.
You got a good one, though, because most of the time they'll come in the bathroom with you to make sure you didn't flush.
Yeah, I don't think it was a drug test. I think it was for my diabetes.
Okay, I got you.
I'm about to say, was you a probation nigga?
No.
I got a motherfucker watching you. What the fuck?
Right. No, I just peed, gave them the cup. They were checking my diabetes and shit, and I left.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, why are you in here? I ain't committed no goddamn crime. I'm sitting here watching me.
Wow. No, they do. When you do your drug test, they come in and check. Make sure you didn't flush it. And then make sure. they do. They usually do like, okay, step out. You're like, damn, shit.
That bitch step out. Yeah, like I just want to hang out of here.
When you try to take the drug test, the gay dude always looking at you like, man, ain't nobody want you. Why
your hands on your hip,
behind me, man?
Your hands on your hip. You interested? Nigga.
Sign this bottle. Sign this cup, and bro.
He got to do his job.
I know, man. The gay dude was there every time I went in that motherfucker too.
He said, when he coming in?
I don't really care. I mean, I ain't got nothing against the gays, man, or the people that are gay or whatever, but this dude, he showed was standing a little close.
I think when you say gays, it just sounds derogatory.
Is gays derogatory?
I don't know. It just sounds like that to me.
Maybe the gays is derogatory.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna blame it on our new host.
No, let's break this down.
In case y'all want to email us, hit up CortezCarter@gmail.com.
LGBT community, and it stands for the lesbian, gays, transsexuals,
right.
I don't know the lesbian.
What the fuck the T stand? Wait a minute, you said LGBT. What the B stand for?
Lesbians, gay, LGBT, bisexual, and transsexual.
Oh, they put the bisexuals in there?
Yeah. So I mean, like, it says it with the S. The gays, the transsexuals,
hold on, so when people was putting the Q at the end, was that a joke?
They said that the Q was silent.
What?
I don't know about that.
I have heard Q on there. I'm like, what?
LGBT queer.
Oh, so that's not, well, shit. If they put it in there, then that must not be a derogatory term. I thought that was like saying,
maybe,
like the F word or something.
Huh?
You look it up?
She over there on Amazon.
Nigga got another package.
Motherfucker tracking a package. That's all she do on the damn podcast.
Them niggas already there. I'll be like, I know y'all at the house.
Oh, you at the house, nigga? Oh, hey, you know what? I got to tell a story. Funniest story. Well, it's funny to me. I work with this older lady. She's like the meanest lady ever, but she's nice to me. It's like when people see me talking to her, they make jokes like, oh, you trying to get at her. Her name is Jarva. Like the oldest name in the world. She's super cool with me, but she's fucking mean as fuck to everybody else.
She sounds mean.
Jarva.
She sounds mean. Like, she travels a lot, and I always talk to her like about her travels. And now, since I used to ask her many questions, she would just come by like when she come back off vacation. Mm-hmm. Like, she'd just be like, Ron, I did this, and I did this. I was like, oh shit, I know you got plenty of pictures. She's like, look, when I go on vacation, I ain't got time for no fucking pictures. Damn. I'm enjoying my fucking life. I'm like, all right, so you ain't at least just take one picture in front of the damn pyramid and motherfucker in Egypt. You ain't bring back a slap shot. But anyway, we talking one day, and she was talking about her grandson, And she was like, "Oh, my grandson, this little motherfucker, he 15, I'm ready to kick his ass out."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Why?" So she started telling me what, what I'm saying, what's going on. And she was like, "He had a girl in my house at the time, so I got me one of them ring doorbells. You got one of them?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I heard the expense." She was like, "No." She looking up the price. I'm like, "Shit, I gotta work, girl. You off."
Mm-hmm.
So she starts telling me about it. And she looks up a video, and she was like, "Look, I can see." She was like, "Don't nobody come in my house. Like, I'll show you right now. I can show you my front porch." So she pulled up her little ring online, whatever she go to.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a nigga. As soon as I got the phone, there was a nigga walking in the house.
Dang.
I'm like, "Look, it's somebody." Cause she's like, "What the fuck?" Bro, this shit was so fucking funny. But I guess she found out he was like her nephew or something. Bro, that was so fucking hilarious. That motherfucker got up out of there so quick, dude.
That's funny.
Don't nobody come like, "Who the fuck is this?"
She can talk. She can talk through it.
Yeah, she can say something to it. But like, we was at work and it was like real loud. But it was just so funny how she sat here and assured me nobody goes into her house. And I see a nigga's back just going in that motherfucker, dude. But yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, I just started that for me, Miss Jarvis. I love it. Hey, since Cortez tell his story, I'm gonna tell mine. He's a good storyteller. You know what?
I don't think he's a good storyteller. This is my real life.
Yeah, you make a good addition to the show. We like the stories. This nigga was telling me some stories before, like Bianca showed it. Beyond her limo was late. So me and Cortez was sitting around talking.
That bitch didn't never come. I thought you said that shit and it never arrived.
She done Ubered the whole goddamn limo and that shit.
Listen, I said, I know Ryan does.
It really wasn't a limo. It was just a long-ass Chevy. Like, you know what I mean?
He just sent the hearse over there talking about, first of all, this ain't a motherfucking hearse. This ain't a motherfucking limo stand.
My bad. You know what I mean? Hey, the budget over here is crazy. I had to buy juices and berries and shit for Cortez.
Hey,
everybody got their own demands for the show.
It.
So, I tightened them up. So we good. Some OG, I tighten you up. Come on. You got a 20, I tighten you up.
Oh, my God.
What does that even mean? I got you right. Like, where did it derive from? Like,
hey, OGs only use that during a drug deal. That's the only time they tighten you up. There's no other reason to be tightened up than buying some weed or something like that.
Dude, I gotta understand that shit. I tighten you up, man.
If you buy weed from somebody over 50, you hit them on the phone. "Hey, boy, you got something? Yeah, I'll tighten you up. Come on,
tighten you up, bro.
Come on, by."
Oh shit! I gotta research that motherfucker, man. I tighten you up.
Oh shit!
Somebody's phone was blowing up.
I'll be honest, cause
she done rejected shit and sent top nigga said, "You sending me some nudes?" First of all,
I don't check for nudes. I wait till later.
Oh.
You gotta put the bitch in the collage.
I ain't the bitch. How many photos, Bianca?
Look at this artwork.
Look at this artwork. Tell your
natural
story,
artwork.
man.
You got 9 and then like a muscle pose in the middle.
You cannot trust a penis pic. Okay? With the right angles. You can make anything look appealing.
I remember when Pinky was popping. You remember that?
Pinky?
Why do we go
the
back?
porno store.
Why do we go back?
Oh, no.
And she had something before she got fat. Pinky wasn't always fat. Like, she had this ad, and I don't know, I heard this. She used to always, like, be trying to audition new coworkers.
Yeah.
So, like, she...
With the Timberland boots on?
I don't know if it was a dress code. I didn't own a pair of Timbs.
I had them Timbs on with them socks.
Hey, but she was like, you gotta have socks on with Timbs now. That's just standard.
It's them thick ass white socks.
Right. All the way up to her thighs and shit.
Okay.
Hey, she used to have these little advertisements like, "Hey, if you want to work with me, you know what I mean, send in a pic, but you got to put it like next to like a cable remote,
damn,
or like a tall can of natural ice or something like, you know what I mean, just for size reference." So that's why I ain't sitting there.
She about to get these deck of cards.
That was sad. Now how many ounces?
Hell yeah. Hey, I got a 16-ounce pop, bro. That's all I can find.
You better get this Crayola box. The 12-pack. That's all I got for you.
I was going to say, you talking about the 64.
I'm about to say, not the one with the sharpener, huh?
Nah, the regular 12-pack. It got 12 colors in that motherfucker.
You swing that bitch that way, you back with the same problem.
Yep. Shit ain't gonna work for you.
Hey, on to a topic. I thought this might be like kind of sick of me to laugh at it, but I thought it was fucked up and funny at the same time. Because I saw a video. Some people might say that, oh, you should be laughing at that shit, and I shouldn't, but I did. All right, I'm going to let y'all in on it. 2 St. Louis daycare workers got arrested and charged with a felony for running a fight club.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
They actually had a fight club with 4-year-olds. And they showed a video, like, I guess a 10-year-old was coming in to get his brother. And he, like, had his iPad, they said, and he kind of, like looked through the window. You know how they got, like, that jail window in some doors and shit. I guess it's secure, so you want to come in and get the kids. But, like, he videotaped it. And it was, like, this little 4-year-old. They had on boxing gloves.
No!
This 4-year-old was, like beating the shit out of this other 4-year-old. And one teacher was recording. The other teacher was, like, jumping up and down. Like, that's the one she had put 5 on or something.
Oh,
shit. And they got arrested for it. I don't know how long it lasted, but I'm like, if it lasted any longer than a fucking day, like, how could your kid come home and you not notice he got a black eye? Or, like, he been hitting the head. And
these are young kids. They're not hitting hard.
Yeah, it's like, even the winner, he didn't come home and like, I'm the champ, mama. I beat the shit out of little LeBron. Like, how could this even happen, though? And what kind of sick motherfuckers would run a fight club with 4-year-olds? Like, they were literally fucking getting it on. Like, I want to know y'all opinion on that. You got to look at the video. Well, you don't have to, but I think you should.
Fuck no.
And this was in St. Louis, like 4 hours away.
Didn't we just have this whole STL KC beef going on?
Yeah.
Look at these L's that you've racked up already. Look at them. First of all,
were these black people?
These are black people.
You know these niggas.
I try to get the benefit of that.
The story sounds like niggas.
And y'all both got young kids, like they're around 4 years old, both of y'all, right?
It couldn't be my son.
Listen, my son's 3, and I feel, fuck no.
Couldn't be mine.
It's gonna be Fight Club Part 2 about adult style.
Fuck them teachers up. I'm not trying to deflect on a different story, but you know I like to tell stories, right? Mm-hmm. So like a couple months back, my woman gets this email, right?
Okay.
And
she sends it to me, and she was like, "Look what I got this email from the school, right? That my son go to. He's 4 or 3. He's 3. He's turning 4. I know, right? He act like he's 4. No matter what. Anyway, right?
They got the swag of a 4-year-old.
He's some age.
The message is like. This was all to all the parents. Oh man, all to all the parents.
So you beating up the mic? You good with Fight Club?
Dumb shit. Nah. So he. So you doing worse than I am.
My bad. I'm trying to get
comfortable. First of all, both of y'all clanging Jane.
Right. Hey, yeah, we sorry. I'm trying to get comfortable.
So dude sends the email. He's like, "This is not the teachers are not tagged on here." He was like, he came to the school one day and he seen his daughter massaging this woman's feet. The person that runs the daycare was at school, right? And she massaging the girl's feet, right? This is what fucked me up about it, right? So he sends this, and he was like, he don't know if it was the first time or this was going on over and over again. Yeah. So he had
that wasn't the first time.
He said he had pulled his daughter out of there, and then he had, text the director or whatever, right? The director said she was gonna look into it and shit. And he said that he was so mad and frustrated, but he couldn't afford to take his daughter outside the school or whatever, right? That's what made me mad. Like, if I feel like something's wrong, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking her out, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, right? I'm thinking, like, my son bet not be rubbing nobody's goddamn feet at that damn school, right? So I tell my woman don't play neither. She goes down there and she talks to the people, and she's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's really going on? The woman had said that, she was sitting down reading, right? And the little girl kept trying to like play with her feet, and she just kept pushing her off or whatever. And then the little girl, she just got tired of pushing the girl off, and then she just let the girl, rub her feet or whatever.
Right? Fuck it, let me kick my sock off. Hold on.
Right, a whole sock off, barefoot, right? And I was like, I had to pull my little son to the side, and I was like, "You been rubbing her feet?" He like, "No." I'm like, if I catch you rubbing somebody's feet, I'm going to beat you. He like, "No, daddy, I not do that." All I needed to hear. If he say he ain't do it, he ain't do that shit. And now the woman, she still worked there or whatever, but they end up finding out that, I guess they do an investigation that it wasn't a problem. But could you imagine?
It wasn't a problem.
I mean, like the fight thing is funny and shit, but could you imagine walking in and somebody, your son or your child is rubbing somebody else's feet?
Yeah, that shit.
And
And
the
y'all
person
know
is
me. That
white
would probably
and
be
you
worse
black?
than the Fight Club.
Yeah, that'd gotta be worse.
I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
On site.
On site.
You know what? I can't even laugh. I can't even laugh because what happens if, even though they're kids, what happens if one of the kids hit the other kid too hard? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And we have to think, kids are small. Their bones are different. Their body is different. It doesn't take a lot for them for certain shit to happen. And then I'm pretty sure these hood ass motherfuckers, and yes, I call them hood. I didn't even watch the video.
They was hood. Their hair was nappy as fuck
Listen,
in the
you doing
mugshot.
this shit, you hood. You probably don't even know what type of health issues these kids got. You don't know none of this shit. And you got these kids up here fucking fighting just because your raggedy ass sitting up there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I would go to jail.
They bought gloves for them and everything. Like, these motherfuckers had a full-blown fight club.
That's
and it was
the
the
funny
kids
part.
was sitting around. It was like, it was the other kids was like sitting around in a circle. Then on one part of it, it was like this 4-year-old, I guess he was like, nah, this shit, he beating his ass. A little 4-year-old got up trying to break it up. They was like, man, them sit back down. Like, no, you sit down and watch.
See what
Right.
I mean?
So I was like, how come the other little kids wasn't like, I know one of the first thing parents do is like, how was your day? What did you do? Nobody said, seen Bobby get his ass. Like, nobody said nothing.
but-
And I'm laughing. I know it's not funny, but like, nobody said nothing.
No, okay, so for you to be around a kid like my son, I make my son, we talk all the time. But then my son also has a like crazy imagination. I mean, like a lot. Like I'd be like, damn, how you think with this shit? Like,
So if we'd have mentioned a fight
it's
club,
pretty
he'd have
good.
probably been like,
it's not the fact that he wouldn't have mentioned. And then sometimes you have to think, you send your kids to daycare for like 9-10 hours because you're at work. So your kids are around these people as if they're family. To you, they're just daycare workers. To your kids, they like family because I see them all the time. They can't make the disconnection because they're too young to do that. So that's like you saying, hey, don't say shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't. If we do this, we can't do this no more. We can't play no more if you say some shit. And then they be like, well, shit, you know, I'm around these people all day. My parents will bring me to these people. I feel safe. I don't feel like this is a bad thing. They don't understand that we ain't supposed to be doing this. They could be just going home talking about, yeah, we played today. We played, and if you don't dig deep and ask them, like,
yeah.
so what's really going on? There's a lot of ways on how.
Yeah, all he knows is he going up against Tommy tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and it's fun to them. Like, this,
I'm sorry for laughing. This is just
This is
fucking
cool.
fucked up. It's crazy.
I would be, you know what? I would go to jail. I'm telling, swear to God.
Yeah, you would have to.
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail right with him. And I'll be like, then we can finish this up once we get to the precinct.
I would probably go with you because I'm taping that shit. Like, are you on the way? I'll meet you over there.
I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. You kids are so, I don't know. Then it opens me up to think, if you're doing that, you could be doing other shit that you're just not saying. It could go beyond a fight club. You could just be doing.
Yeah, if you getting beat up at school, like pretty much anything goes with that motherfucker. Like, God, what kind of fucking daycare is this?
And then if your kid don't want to fight, they could be beating up on your kid because they don't want to participate.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Nah.
Yeah, the 10-year-old, it was crazy. The 10-year-old recorded. It was his brother that was losing. And it's like he recorded like a 5-minute video. I'd have been coming in the door like, hold on.
Listen,
He trying to top secretly record the shit.
Get that shit, but because if he didn't get that shit, he would have no fucking evidence.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, well, that's just your word against all these people who saying, no, we don't do this shit. No.
Then they would have just beat his ass.
And then they would have done. And then they probably would have took it out on the kid later on when he came back the next day because of that shit.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I be having to watch what I say certain times. Then because I'm like, I don't want nobody to be pissed off at my kid and take certain shit out on my kid because you mad, you got an attitude. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like no matter whether it's daycare or school, because people say, well, I'm glad I don't take my kids to daycare, but you take your kids to school. You don't know what them fucking teachers doing to your damn kid.
Yeah.
So you still have to entrust somebody with your fucking kids that could be possibly doing something. You can't be there 24/7. You just can't.
Right.
So yeah, so we were fighting. I mean.
And so yeah, we'd box, you know what I mean? I walk in there and start throwing hands.
I'll be like, listen, since y'all already ready, since you ready anyway, record this shit. And like, this bitch coming here tripping.
I got an interesting one. I just read this, and it was just interesting to me. LL Cool J and Ice Cube were teaming up to buy television networks and consolidate them and make a sports network.
I'll find this. Yes.
Look, that has nothing to do with this shit.
I don't give a fuck you talk about.
Look,
delicious.
you keep your estrogen over there.
Listen, you talk about Delicious. I can talk about Ice.
Delicious got a fat ass.
Ice Cube fine as shit, and you produce a younger you. Thank you, Lord. God is good all the time.
I reject this out. Y'all know what goes on between, like, with the rich people. Every time we think about somebody, like, doing something like that, because we hear the rumors about, like, fallen celebrities, like, oh, shit, that nigga tried to buy NBC. Mm-hmm. So that's why, all of a sudden he raped 50 chicks. I'm kind of scared for them. It's like y'all trying to make, it's something there that they don't want, like, minorities of any kind to, like, own something that big. Like,
but they're putting it together for their own new, right? They're not buying something old from someone, right?
Yeah, I think that's true. I cannot speculate because, no, I didn't read the whole article, but I did read a couple, and the gist that was basically they're trying to
start up something.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think people are bothered by the startup. I think it's just that the man doesn't like when you do what they did to other people. The man doesn't like when you try to come in and take over something, although they did to a whole country.
I was just about to say, how Oprah get through? How the fuck did she get on?
Oh, Oprah fisted. I mean, she was cool with him at first. See, Oprah did it the different way.
But she did it a gangster way too, and they don't like it when you do that to them. Like, she, like, rejected Viacom when they kept trying to keep her on, like, keep her under their umbrella. She was like, "No, I'm gonna build my new shit."
But Oprah,
and she went off on her own way.
But Oprah waited a long time to do that too. Mm-hmm. Oprah was in there at 84 when I was just like, coming out. You know what I mean? Oprah was with this shit. So I mean,
that was the sound she was making.
Came out like shit. What we watching? Is that Oprah?
Yeah, is that Oprah?
You know what I'm saying? Oprah been down since she had just the white background with them purple and teal shades.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it took her a while before she even branched off and said, "I'm going to do my own thing." Mm-hmm. And to do your own thing, you didn't take anything from somebody else, or you were not trying to. Mm. These companies have been ran by racist ass people. Mm-hmm. That's like trying to buy Fox.
Yeah.
Come on, really? Like, you're gonna go down. I don't care who you are, and you're trying to get it. And I think that's the difference between saying I'm going to take over something else that somebody did. Mm-hmm. Now, if they were selling it to another white person, they would be cool. They wouldn't really give a fuck. But you a black person, you trying to take over what we already did over here, and knowing the background of who used to own it, versus I'm coming out with some new shit. Mm-hmm. It may be competition, but this ain't shit that y'all done had. Own isn't something that somebody else had. That's your shit. That's completely
you're right about that. I think it's some kind of unwritten rule in Hollywood too, because there are too many influential black people and super rich black people. And I'm like, why don't y'all team up and buy some of that shit? Because, like, the one person, you remember that kind of funny, kind of corny black dude that was on that fucking show, Comics Unleashed or something? You remember at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning? Be the bald black guy. Cortez, I know you got to know this dude.
You talking about
He's from the streets?
No, he's talking about
I can't think of his fucking name. He
is so smart. He's
like, it's worth $500 million. Every night it would be like Comics Unleashed. He just asks these questions and these comments.
Yeah, it was late. Yeah, he was late at night.
Why don't we know his name
on the couch?
That's kind of, it's good and bad because he flies under the radar, but he's super influential. And he bought a network, but it was the Weather Channel. Like, don't that tell people that, like, people are scared to go after the real fucking, who buys the Weather Channel?
That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing.
This motherfucker bought the Weather Channel.
Byron Allen.
That is his name.
That motherfucker. And it used to be a funny show, don't get me wrong. You had some known comics, they come on, they do their little stand-up. They sitting on the couch, but it's like they go into a routine, like when he asks them a question and shit.
Yeah, they basically do like improv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hilarious show, he got super rich, and he bought the Weather Channel. Like, I mean, to me, in my conspiracy theory field mind, it's like maybe they said, okay, nigga, if you're going to buy something, it better be the Weather Channel. Nigga, something else don't nobody watch.
Or he just knew he could. That's still something that you can get money from. You know what I mean? Because not everybody is with the. He's too smart at business. I don't think he would have bought if he didn't feel like he'd make some money off of it.
Yeah, but the Weather Channel.
But you know what? A lot of different people do that. Like back in the day, Lucille Ball, although she's white, she was married to Desi Arnaz. Mm-hmm. And when she wanted to buy, and I can't remember what studio it was, but she wanted to buy a studio. And they gave her, she could have, but they were giving her the hardest time because she was married to Desi. Mm-hmm. So instead of her buying the studio, she built her own studio. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, and it's still around. Like she sold it, of course, before she died, but it was still around. Like sometimes you have to do your own thing, make your own thing instead of buying something that somebody else has. Because even though you're buying it, you still don't know the stipulations on what you're buying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Opposed to you saying, I'm going to make my own shit. It's mine or it's ours as a collective. Nobody can tell us what the fuck to do.
I would have changed the Weather Channel though. I had comedians on there. You come out, do a 5-minute bit, then you tell us the forecast for tomorrow.
He said, let me keep it on for a minute. Before I lose all my motherfucking money fucking with y'all.
Right.
Just for some fucking laughs. Let me keep it the way it is for a minute.
I'd have flipped it on them. And now for tomorrow's forecast, here's Kevin Hart. Hey, y'all, what's up? Then they go to a bit, and then he tell y'all it's going to be 43 degrees, partly sunny.
Because you know how many people still watch the Weather Channel?
6% chance of rain. When you flip through the Weather Channel, it's going to be 43, you keep going.
Listen, you would think people...
I never stopped on the Weather Channel. You know what? I take that back. I had my batteries died one time, and it was like, it just happened to stop there. Like, the shit went out. So, yeah.
It gives you some interesting tips.
On what? On weather?
Weather.
Man, Cortez, you know what? Cortez ate a delicious meal. And this motherfucker said shit in like 9 minutes.
Man, I'm listening. I know how to
you know what? No, you can't enjoy this show like this. You're not a listener no more. You can't look, yes, we be fucking it up.
Listen,
I know
I'm a listener.
Me and Bianca are very talented at this shit.
You fed the nigga.
You know what? I said, you know what? From now, meals after the show.
That's not even the real reason. My feelings is hurt is because y'all was going to cut my foot off.
You still upset about that?
And then y'all was going to put it in the pot of greens.
No, my auntie was going to put it in the greens.
You said to put it in the greens first.
Then you said you was going to put it in this goddamn my blood. And then you're not going to take me to Providence Hospital?
No, shit.
Yeah, after we take care of your ass.
Listen, we'll hate your motherfucking ass. We take you to Providence.
Wow.
That's how you tell when a nigga don't like you. Take you to Providence.
Hold on, how's your insurance? You got an RSA or RHA? Because there's differences. I sat through an insurance class, and there's a lot of shit that ain't covered under one.
Nigga, my foot is covered, okay? It ain't covered under this shit up here, Ron.
Hey, you know what? We're going to get some good urban attorney insurance. I don't give a fuck what you walking. Ain't going to be no copay. Ain't going to be none of that bullshit. We don't have to call nobody. Oh, we ain't going to have to fucking deal with a certain
I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be dead, Ron.
You right.
God damn.
Mimi, I ain't going to have to worry about that shit.
Damn, y'all ruthless over here.
We going to be good.
All we try to do is save your motherfucking life. And
what is the next topic? God damn.
Obviously, it ain't your damn
Hey, hold on. I need a drink.
Wow. Give me the book. Let me get the paper. Where's the paper?
Obviously, it's not your
foot. What we got going down here?
You try to save these niggas. You try to put the cape on and save these niggas. They got attitude with how you save them. You just can't do nothing. You can't do nothing right for black people.
So, as we move on, Ja Rule is in town.
Can't do shit.
Why the fuck he's in town? I have the lightest cue.
Y'all didn't know he had a concert tonight?
He is performing at Power and Light Live downtown.
Power and Light?
Yes.
Yeah, tonight.
This nigga up here.
I don't know.
Maybe he brought himself.
And you know what? That's the reason I want to discuss that. I saw a lot of youngsters on Facebook. All right, because first of all, Ja Rule's in town and Yella Beezy's in town.
What's my motherfucking name? Are you
So I saw a lot of youngsters like kind of make
it's
jokes.
It's on me, baby. It's on me, baby.
All right, so I gotta ask you.
Yeah, Mingles, yep.
Like, if you were going out tonight, which one of those shows would you hit?
If I was going out tonight, I would be at Mingles. If I was single and I was going out tonight, I'd be at Mingles because that's where all the hoes gonna be.
Yeah, but there's some hoes at Ja Rule's show.
Ain't no hoes at Ja Rule's show. Ja Rule's show is free.
Ja Rule had a lot of hits.
I would go to Ja Rule's show just because I want to reminisce back in the day.
Yeah.
When shit was hot. When
That
shit
nigga
was
only
popping.
got like 3 songs.
And
Ja Rule?
Ja Rule
could put on a whole concert.
Ja Rule got 3 good songs. One with Jennifer Lopez. He got the one. He got the one you was
This
just
nigga
singing.
tripping. I'm out.
how old is Cortez?
How old are you, bro?
I grew up in the 90s. In
No,
the 2000s.
we want to know how old. We want to know.
31.
Okay, you should know.
Ja Rule wasn't that nigga.
Ja Rule was that nigga.
It was Ja Rule,
Ja
and then
Rule.
50 Cent killed off Ja Rule. Name
Before 50 came, Ja Rule was that
Hey, before
nigga.
50 came, Ja Rule was
Ja
running
Rule
it.
songs. Right? No, without looking it up right now.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna put it.
Go
up.
ahead.
Mesmerized.
Okay.
Yep.
On that. Rain.
I don't remember that song.
He had that song with Ashley Joe.
Now you
I'm
got
talking about CDs. I was a nigga that bought albums, nigga.
Ron, your turn.
I really bought albums.
Nigga, nobody got bought them albums.
Tell me something that's on me, baby. What else he got other than that?
He's hot right now. That's all you need.
It don't matter. What else,
That's all you
What
need.
else he
Yeah, he
got?
only got
came
one
out
hit.
yesterday.
This nigga saying-
This came out
That nigga
yesterday.
saying you can snooze if you want. But I don't
That
hang-
was yesterday.
I don't hang
Maybe
out.
after he do that's on me, but he gonna make you wait to the end of the show to do that shit. So you gotta listen to like 8, 9 songs that you don't know.
Hell no, that nigga gonna show up at 1:45. You on me, baby, for 15 minutes.
He gonna do the long remix.
And then the club closed at 2. Then they gonna be gone.
Got designer on me.
Right. The DJ gonna be like a designer on me. Run that back, DJ. Got designer on me. Do that for 2 minutes. That'll give me about 13 more minutes.
Hey, they try to stress they hit song too. It come on for a minute, go for a little while. Hold on, cut this. If y'all ready, y'all don't seem like y'all ready though. Y'all need to get ready. I hit it, DJ. Then hold on, y'all
Hey,
bullshit.
where the bitches at? I'll bring all the bitches to the stage. It take 20 minutes to get all the bitches to the... Ain't no more bitches. You working as a bartender? Come to the stage.
All of a sudden, ain't nobody in the crowd. Everybody on stage. All right, let's kick
Hey, yo,
this shit.
grab me a drink. Tell the bartender give me a drink. All right, shit. Y'all ain't ready anyway.
They gonna be like, they'll be like, damn, now they trying to shut us down. They trying to cut my show.
Oh, they say it's almost 2:00. They about to shut us down, bro. Nigga, if you don't do them little short ass 2 verses,
Oh man,
I could have already been at the house.
nigga.
These
They
bitches
got
be
one
lying
song.
on me. No.
Cut it off, DJ. I'm about to call my partners in there right quick.
Hell yeah.
Kansas City ain't hot. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. I can't even hear y'all.
I come all the way out here to do a show. And y'all motherfuckers, they gon' hype. You know what? Let's roll.
Oh, shit.
I already got my fucking money anyway.
I do this motherfucker when I come back, dog. Fuck that. Let's roll. Hey, DJ, unplug this
That's how
shit.
they start. They told me Kansas City ain't hype, y'all. These niggas gotta prove they are. No.
Hey, but the only thing I wanted to say to the people that be saying on Facebook, like, Ja Rule still got a fan base. A lot of people, like, actually grew up on Ja Rule. It's like, it go deeper than just. Yellow Beezy got a hit. You know what I mean? I would have probably, like, I would have went to see Ja Rule.
but we follow the trends. So like, as a majority of us wouldn't have went to go see Ja Rule because the trend is at little Yellow Beezy or whatever his name is.
That's how I knew I got older. I knew I got older when I started saying I'm going to do shit that I like.
Right,
For
right,
one.
right,
For
right,
two,
right.
that motherfucker be too packed. I do not want to be in a room full of packed with young people.
Yeah.
Not with too many young niggas. I understand what people said about us when we start clubbing and shit. When they was like, "Oh shit, here come them bucks. Here come them bucks in there." Now I understand what they meant. Because I'm like that. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here because I feel like I should get paid for babysitting.
Right.
And who's most likely out of those 2 artists to have somebody shot at the show?
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting shot at Ja Rule. It's too much love.
Nigga just got shot. I don't even know how he got out of the hospital.
Yellow
so
Beezy just got shot. Right now he's performing with a fucking cast on his arm.
Damn.
Like he got I just seen him on the
Got
Breakfast
all
Club.
the sign-
Got a cast on me. Like, bro, that is not in the song. What the fuck are you doing?
Right. Hold on, y'all. Can y'all sign my cast right quick before we begin the show?
Bro, he would do like 40 minutes getting ready for that song.
No, he could not. You cannot tell me he got other music. Man.
He said his album dropping November the 16th.
Nigga, no it ain't, because nigga, after what we saw tonight.
No, for real, his album dropping November.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was
Oh, then he must
talking
be
to
performing some
on
new
the
shit
radio.
then. He got some new
He was
shit
like,
doing.
oh yeah, that ain't dropping
So you sat there and listened to Yellow Beezy's interview, but you listened to Ja Rule on 107.3?
Actually, let me say something about that. 107.3 has turned hip hop.
Yeah.
Has anybody else noticed this shit?
They are playing a lot more hip hop songs.
A lot. Like
Not the old school joints no more.
No,
Much, yeah.
I was ready to hear my old school vibe. You know, give me a little drink, feel like I did when mama used to wake me up and clean up the house, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck happened?
Why am I listening to this shit? Who put this bitch on this?" And then they was like,
Cardi B on there and shit. Like,
she was on there.
If I heard Cardi B on 107.3, I would just stop. I ain't listened to it in a while though.
She was on there. Listen, I said, "What the fuck is going on?"
Can't
Right.
do drip. Like, hold on, bitch. This is for the Osley brothers. What the fuck are you doing here?
Honestly,
You better get your ass off the station.
I'm gonna look at the station. Is this 103? Hell no.
Montel, baby. Montel.
That was the only time I heard this is how we do it in a long time.
Right. Come
It's
on.
on 107.3.
And that
Come on.
bitch still get.
Oh, Montel Jordan still get the crowd hype.
This is how we do it.
Hey, I was coming home the other day. I had my shit on random. I had my Spotify on random. And
It's
Montel,
Friday night.
Feel it all.
I heard that Montel Jordan and Master P, Let's Ride. I almost towed my car. Like a youngster who lives like, look at this whack ass nigga. This was that shit.
You said they put this on the radio.
Tell
everybody.
Shawty with the sitting on them 20s, come up the room 504, Master P. I was like, oh, hell yeah, this shit
Not
about to get heat.
504.
Come up the room 504.
Oh, no.
Y'all bring
That
it
shit
back
was.
to hits.
Hey, that was that shit.
That was back in the day when the dances was like when they was in the video, and the girls be in the back,
Oh, my God.
Dancers back there.
in the jerseys and shit on the basketball court.
Working them shoulders. She don't work them shoulders no more. Motherfuckers,
Gotta have the neck roll with the shoulders.
they do not work them shit. They do not kill them with the shoulders no more.
Gotta hit them with the double shoulders. Let's pause, nigga. What?
Hey, we live in a time where a motherfucking song called Kill Them with the Shoulders. There wasn't nobody killing them with the shoulders.
Nobody's killing them with the shoulders. Nobody know them
I
shoulders.
want to see somebody kill them with the shoulders so bad.
Watch and live in color, nigga. That would tell you all the good
listen,
dance moves back
The
in the
Fly
day.
Girls, hey, when they came out, you was
Man.
like, oh shit, I'm cool with commercial.
Right.
I was living that young creep life when the Fly Girls was coming out. You remember the one with them pretty eyes?
Oh no! What about the one they used to play off of? They became actors.
Rosie Perez,
Oh man! She
Oh, hell yeah.
Rosie, Jennifer was on the newer one, and then the chick the one who used to always have the bob.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one who directed the whole everybody's dance moves.
Oh, so she was the lead.
Yeah, she was the lead.
Oh,
like
that's
she was
dope.
she picked them and everything.
Rosie Perez had the sexiest fucking accent ever.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't age too well, though.
I don't know what she looks
She
like.
didn't age too well at all.
She playing in anything now?
No, luckily.
Why can't I get yo-yo?
No,
out
she's
my
not.
head? You can't mess with my
It's a short list of women that I was in love with that didn't age well. Rosie Perez is one.
I know you better say Vivica Fox.
Jasmine Guy is another. Who else? It's somebody that just... I mean, maybe that list is too fucked up to keep going, but yeah,
Can't mess with
there's a lot of people that just didn't take the age well.
Yeah.
Because Rosie Perez was a bad motherfucker. All right, so is that a go on LL Cool J Ice Cube? They should go forward with it?
I think they should. Like I said, I support anything you do.
I mean, I watch it.
Ice Cube by itself is the one that he probably just need a little extra ends.
Yeah. I'm about to say LL like that? You got that bread like that?
LL do too.
What LL got?
Listen, hold up, let me look.
What, I mean, like, what do he got going on?
He gonna be doing commercials, licking his lips and shit. Like, nigga,
That
you don't
nigga
see
still
this
living
shit.
off of in-house money?
People do shit on the background. You know what people do? People invest
Nah,
in shit.
I do think people do shit in the background.
They
with
do.
it.
They do.
Yeah, he
shit
probably
in
is
the
getting a little more money since one of them like
Where
smoked
got
out.
his
He getting
money
her
from?
check.
In the house money?
Motherfucker.
It's in the house shit.
Hey, but old girl smoked out. He probably getting her little residuals.
She tried to come back, man.
Dude, she could not come back. There's no way. She was beautiful.
God damn, look at LL.
You know what? Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
So, which I can research it with my company laptop.
Hey, you know what? We're going to get you a laptop,
Didn't
bro.
get a company laptop.
We better not give him a laptop.
It's going to be one of them little ones like they give out at Wanda.
Okay, you do. Actually, we heard Hey guys, KCK.
Like this is a tablet. It opened up.
We heard that you guys have missing laptops.
Yeah, Washington.
I bet they do.
Washington?
Somebody stole them.
Oh, look at uppity ass Washington. Look at you niggas now.
Motherfucker.
You out here taking laptops. But when they take the laptops, don't they already have, like, aren't they assigned to different people?
Yep. But then they have you got to put them up. You know, sometimes you got to put them up in this laptop charger thing. It's like a big ass case of 20, 30 computers or whatever. Somebody could have stole that.
I was about to say somebody had to hit the storage room.
Yeah, something like that.
Like motherfuckers ain't just stealing individually. They already got your name on it.
What could have happened though is that you all these election shit and all these people hiding shit. They probably didn't hit the goddamn laptops. Nobody. You can't even look for your votes up in this motherfucker.
Oh, can we talk about this? I don't know what's next on the list, but are we talking about the legalizing marijuana?
We could. I got voting in the elections on there.
Yeah, let's
go.
Let's talk about this because I'm seeing too many people make this. Now, am I one of those people who live in Missouri now? Yes, I am. I am.
Boo.
I am. I live in Missouri now. But like I said, I spent both time in both growing up, so it's no change to me. However, I see a lot of people like, niggas about to be smoking. Now Kansas trying to move over to Missouri now so they can smoke.
I don't get it.
First of all, it's medical, okay? I want you to understand that
school is on this.
Listen, if you get caught, you're going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how much it is, but you're still fucking going to jail. Like, they're not saying, nigga, your eyes look bad, so we know it's medical. Motherfucker, it's medical. And nobody even looked to see where the funds are fucking going. You know what? It upsets me when people get hype about voting about something and they do.
But I think the reason why they're getting hyped because it's a start. Like first, in California, first it was just medical marijuana, and now they got dispensaries where you don't have to have medical marijuana; they got recreational marijuana now. So it's just a start. So,
but here's the start. How about start accrediting? How about let's start with that? Because my friend, okay, so there's, of course, everybody knows about the school, and I may get in trouble for this. I don't give a fuck. Controversy sells. Kaufman in Missouri, the school. So a lot of people go to Kaufman. It's a charter school. Right. A lot of people do not know that charter schools are not accredited. Like, a lot of people start putting their kids in charter schools because they felt like they're not public, so they're different. No, they're not. My friend just moved to Overland Park. Moved her son over there, enrolled him in school. So the school's been trying to get his transcripts and haven't been able to get them. They've been trying for 3 months to get them. So when they finally contacted them, like, why can't we get them? They're like, well, because we can send them over to you. And they're like, yeah, send it to them. When they sent them over to him, they found out that, one, they're not accredited. Everything that he took over there is not going to be accepted at that school. And he's a senior. He's a senior. He's going to college.
You got to go back.
Like, he's going to college. So what they did, they were nice. They said that basically he has to test out. And he's like, the shit is hard because what they're teaching us over here probably won't even prepare us for college. So he has to test out. And just so if he tests out and he scores a high score, then they'll just make it look like he went there for 4 years. So they'll give him that opportunity. But let's say for parents who don't know that, I'm just like, y'all getting excited about this shit, and that's cool and all, whatever. But you're not fighting for this shit, though. You're not fighting for the fact of saying, since they're not accredited, like, they can go to another school that would be in Missouri, which is why you see a lot of people going up to Columbia to go to school.
Right.
But if they wanted to say, well, let me go somewhere else, unless that school, they're at the bottom of the list. Your kids are at the fucking bottom of the list because of the school. Like, why wouldn't that be something that you get upset about and fight for?
Because the Kaufman Foundation sends you to college.
The Kaufman Foundation and the Kaufman School are two different things.
Okay.
And a lot of people think that that's what it is. My cousin got accepted to Kaufman. She got a full ride and graduated.
Okay, that's why they understand.
No, just because you're at the school does not mean that you get offered the scholarship because
that's fucked up.
Because they have a middle school and they have a high school. So a lot of people don't fucking understand this. So I'm like, I understand you getting happy about this, and that's a story.
I don't even understand the happiness of it.
It's a story.
Why are you so excited about weed? And like you said, like, I don't smoke weed, but I study it. Medical marijuana is not even as good as the recreational shit because they're not doing it for the taste and the flavors. It's like it's actually supposed to be used for medical purposes. I'm sure that they know that other people will like are enjoying it. But like Missouri is a small state compared to some of the bigger states that have recreational and medicinal. It's like they don't understand that it takes years to get to the level of a Colorado or Washington D.C. or California. Mm-hmm. Because right now, if you go to California, like I've been to Venice Beach, you walk down, they got medical dispensaries, and they be like, I'm like, shit, ain't nothing wrong with me, bro. I was just talking shit because I don't smoke weed. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, we write your prescription right here. No, I mean, mm-hmm. It's gonna be a whole lot of regulations on this shit from the start. Like they're not gonna do that shit because they're trying to advance to higher stages like recreational. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be on lockdown. You're gonna have to need a real motherfucking. You have to have a real cause. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna go over there. And then what I don't understand about niggas is like you already smoking weed. I can see if there wasn't any weed around this motherfucker. Like, why are you happy now?
I think at first
we can smoke weed. Nigga, you just finished. You're smoking now.
It is true. I think at first when we do the medical marijuana, it's gonna take some time. You know what I mean? At first it's gonna be bumpy and shit. Like you're not gonna get off the back and be like, I got a headache and I need some weed or whatever. Like,
yeah, exactly.
But what people don't know, you can go to the doctor and you can tell them you got a headache and they will get you hydrocodone. Yeah. Or codeine, and they will get you a bunch of that shit or oxy, and you can sell. And the people are selling that shit because it's so easy.
They're trying to hook up drug dealers.
No, it's so easy to get from the doctor. Yeah. I don't do it, but I went to get my tooth removed once, and they just hit me with like a bunch of bottles of that stuff, and they like, take this, don't take too much, you may get addicted, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. I didn't even take that shit. I took it once. Mm-hmm. That shit made me hella dizzy, and I didn't like it, so I just stopped taking it.
You start rapping and shit.
Nah, I just went to sleep. But other people may take it, and they may get addicted to it, and that shit is easier to get. So the same thing about weed. Pretty soon you're gonna be able to walk into your doctor, tell them you got a headache, and they're gonna give you a weed card, and you're gonna get some weed.
And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like it's the start.
It's gonna take some time.
It's gonna happen. But my point is, it's like, let me give you this so y'all won't pay attention to this shit.
No. I don't want you to think that.
No.
Because people always do that. Then like you could be like, or I could be like, you talking about the school situation with not being accredited, right? Then I could be like, why the fuck we worrying about being accredited when the churches is blah 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 blah? Yeah. It's like just two different spectrums. Like this is some weed shit, that's some school shit. Well, not everybody that got weed. Now everybody that smoke weed got kids or want kids or, whatever.
The reason why I bring up schools is because the money that's supposed to go to it is supposed to be funded for schools.
But that's a charter school.
But people thought they were supposed to. No, there's a lot of schools that's not just charter schools that are not accredited.
Oh. I thought your story was just talking about the charter
school. No, I was saying that's a story because that's personally that I know that they tried to get into another school and could not. No, they're not accredited, period. I think the only one that's accredited is like Grandview. Shocking, but I think that
very shocking.
But I think from last I heard, I think the last one was like Grandview and North Kansas City.
Black people reverse gentrified.
So if
Grandview,
so if they're not credited, how do we supposed to help fund that?
The money. So when they say why that it's going to the schools,
why would you give money to a non-accredited school?
If the money was going right where it was supposed to go, like for the schools, like the money's not going to the school to help improve the school.
But I'm saying, these schools is ran by getting accredited or not being accredited by the test scores. So if these schools don't reach these test scores, then money ain't gonna help.
But you have to reach the kids coming to school. Mm-hmm. You have to get to the kids coming to school first.
Yeah, but that's asking a lot.
But you're going to. I mean, some schools have made it. Yeah, some schools have actually made it to the point by doing different programs. Have made it to the point of having more kids come to school. Mm-hmm. However, if you get more kids, more people who just like shit, I really don't give a fuck no more. Like, you know what I mean? We got this shit. Like, I'm just saying, I've hung around a lot of people, and I spend a lot of time, most of my time, in Missouri, and I'm just like,
yeah, Missouri do good. I mean, my cousin went to one that wasn't accredited, but he ended up going to college. So I don't understand what that means.
Because what they'll do is they have to pick you, so you'll be at the last of the list. Basically, to get picked. Yeah. As far as going,
but you can still go.
But you can still go if they accept you.
They accept you.
But more people are getting accepted to schools in different states in Kansas than they are in Missouri, and I'm like, no one is looking at these numbers. I only say that because I'm over there. But when my son starts to go to school, I'm coming back to Kansas. I mean, I hate to say it, but shit, I am.
Oh, don't come back over here. And the thing is, too, with the
I'm not coming to Wanda.
with things like medical marijuana, those are the stipulations that they put on it because they know that's like it's a new thing. First of all, like legalizing weed, I think the first state like legalized it in 2012. So they had to be stipulations. Okay, you're going to give this amount to schools and blah blah blah. Is that money actually getting to the schools?
It's not.
And the one thing that people don't do is, like, a lot of people don't even know that, like, even with the lottery, same thing. It's like a lot of that money is supposed to go into funding schools. Mm-hmm. But if people don't get out here and say, okay, all right, ain't none of this money reaching, then they just keep on operating like they doing.
Do.
And another thing with me is misinformed voters when it comes to the fucking candidates and when it comes to weed. Like, okay, people heard about weed being on the ballot. They went and just checked the big one. But there were 3 different medical marijuana, what do you call it? There were 3 different things that were supposed to be passed. There were 3 separate bills. These niggas only voted 1. So you slowed down your process in order to get to recreational because you didn't do your research. You just thought, hey, weed, let's go. First one say weed. But there were 2 others. And they didn't pass. And those other 2 will now be back on another ballot in the future. So your recreational is like pushed back. People have to research before they go into a fucking booth and try to get shit passed.
I think yeah, it's about research or whatever, and the people should research. But I also think everybody is just across the board. Everybody wanted to be legalized, and the first step in any city or any state is to get it at least that stage of medical marijuana. Mm-hmm. And then after that, that's when shit will open up. Mm-hmm. I promise you, we looking at it now because everybody's dumb to it. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Mm-hmm. Only thing they do know is that we started some shit. Yeah. And that's it. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like even
they got a toe on the door, but it could have been a foot on November 6th. You could have got all 3 in.
It could have been a foot.
Now you got to wait for different ballots. Now y'all got to hopefully they do the research then.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it too with the voters, it was like, yes, I love the fact that everybody was like, let's vote. Mm-hmm. But do your research. Republicans voted in a motherfucker that was dead. Yeah. Democrats voted in a motherfucker that's in jail for a year for fucking chasing ambulances trying to get his insurance company off the ground. God, is that the motherfucker you want in office? If you take your ass in there and just say, okay, I'm voting all Democrat, which is... You know what I mean? We do need to get control and get the Republicans out because Democratic is better than Republican at this point.
But you know what we really need? We need a nigga like yourself, like you, the hood nigga, come and tell us like it is because I don't know. I don't do politics. I don't like politics. I don't like to deal with this shit. Yeah. Because I don't never understand why the fuck do we got to put so much pressure on a person like to save us. And I don't, and like me personally, I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but I don't think nobody saved us yet.
No, like, Democratic or Republican. Of course, Republican have it, but this is what I'm saying. And I say this, and people like ignore it. People don't like to hear. Like I ain't gonna say it's the truth because I'm speaking it, but people just really aren't open to hearing different opinions. And I spoke on this during a vote. Black people need to form a black independent party. People that you fucking know have your best interest at heart. Just because you vote a fucking Democrat in doesn't mean that he has your best interest. We've had Democratic presidents. How in the fuck has it helped us?
That's what I look at.
I think it's
because your grandma used to vote Democratic. Now we gonna vote it.
I think it's important to know only because is it like saying this person is going to save me? No, it's not saying this person is going to save me. However, I'm a woman, and I feel like, period, no man should be able to tell me what the fuck to do with my body, period. Mm-hmm. And I may not like the Democrat that was picked to. I'm not a Hillary fan. I'm not. Mm-hmm. I would have voted for Bernie.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying too.
But what I'm saying is, if I had to pick between the 2 evils, right, I'm going to pick this one. Right. You know what I mean? If I have to, because I have to weigh my pros and cons of, what do I have to, even just like when we could have made a choice to help, when we voted, the bill that Bill Clinton put into play as far as a lot of black people doing time. that'll be in here.
Mm-hmm.
We also had a chance to vote for a lot of that shit. And you know what we said?
What we said?
What's it going to do for us?
Right.
Keep your motherfucking kid out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when we don't. I'm not all into politics either. I'm not. And I only got into them a little bit more after I had my kid. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, a lot of stuff that when we say, it ain't really going to fucking matter. Some of that shit actually matters.
So that's what I want to know. I want to know what actually matters. And like, I just don't never get a clear cut because everybody's opinions is all over the place. And I just want somebody to be like, okay, like Ron said, like the Black Party. Like, I need somebody to pull me in and be like, this is what this person does. This is what this person does. This is what we trying to get passed. Mm-hmm. This is what is going to benefit if we get this passed. Mm-hmm. And I don't think motherfuckers even know shit like that. Because I be trying to research, but my shit is left, right, everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on and how this is going to affect me or not affect me by us choosing this person. So, I mean, and then you look at it, it's so many more white people in this world than black people. So, when you talk about votes, and that's how the fuck Trump got voted in. It's just too many of them versus us.
Yeah.
And they have to join us for us to fight against everybody else. That's how Obama got in.
No,
exactly.
No, Trump won electoral. He didn't win popular.
Well, that's the thing. Like, but electoral is who? It got to be a color over that motherfucker.
Them. Electoral is them.
Right.
We
don't
air
know
quotations.
We never know who the fuck they are. You know what I mean?
Well, they pick certain groups from each. I don't know if it's each state.
Yeah, each state. They got Kansas got 2.
Because he definitely didn't win. He definitely did not win the popular vote at all.
Right. That's why I don't understand people.
And the electoral votes, the states with the most are conveniently Republican states.
And what states are those? Florida.
Well, Florida is one. Right. Florida is the biggest.
California.
If you would win Florida, you damn near got the whole election.
That's what it is. If you win
Florida.
And
again, this year, Florida is one of those states who, man, they
swing vote.
This is what I'm saying about the voting process. Now, I'm not one of those people who say don't vote, it won't matter. Mm-hmm. But I am one of those people that say they control the vote and they swing things their way. Mm-hmm. I've heard 2 stories in the past week about recent November 6th ballots found in storage units.
That shit crazy.
That they don't even want to be counted.
I saw one that said Al Gore really won. Like they finally counted the bitches.
Right, Al Gore really won that shit. Can't believe they did a recount on that motherfucker.
Man, they suppressed so many of our votes. In influential states, if we come out in droves, as they say, they will still say, okay, we still gonna get our people in there. Y'all can do what y'all want. And that takes away from some people's morale about voting.
But I think you should, I just think from, you know what, even if I felt like, what is this going to do? I feel like we had a lot of people in the past that really, really wanted that chance to do that. And they didn't get that. So whether I feel like this shit is going to help or not, that's the least I can fucking do. Because I know I disappoint you every day with certain shit that I do. So that is the least that I can do. Yeah. Since you gave me that opportunity to be able to do that, talk about white people on a fucking podcast without having people outside with crosses right after this shit is done.
Exactly.
That is the least I can do.
Y'all have to spend the night because I ain't going out there with y'all.
Listen, I'll be like, so we here.
We're just gonna do 20 of them tonight.
We're gonna say no. That's the least that I can do.
We need people to change the fucking whole voting process. The electoral college and all that bullshit needs to be eliminated. We need.
I agree.
And one thing that I never got, and one thing that they depend on is that most people, and it's still fucked up, even though a lot more are voting now. They depend on a lot of people. Their demographic is like 45 to 65. Them people that's going to go out, get out and vote, even though younger people are voting now, but I'm talking about over the past 20, 30, maybe even 40 years, they know a certain demographic is going to vote.
Right.
And it's going to reflect better with the Republicans. Like, and I'm just some dumb motherfucker from Chicago living in Kansas City. I've always said, okay, how about you change the voting process? Why aren't we voting online or some shit? Make it easier. Everybody.
Can't. It's too much cyber shit.
I mean, but shit, we see what the fucking handwritten ballots are doing. They could just throw your shit away. They throw away tens of thousands of votes every fucking election.
No, there was options to do that this year.
Online?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, there were options to do that this year.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know that shit.
Yeah, they
and they depend on that.
Yeah, they
depend on a few. Like me and Bianca knows in Kansas, motherfucker in Baltimore know. You know what I mean? That ain't enough to fucking overturn the fucking House and get all Democrats and shit in there.
Yeah, I seen a couple of people do it. A couple people, like my cousin did. It talked about that she did it. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you should. There's too many people who don't. Even if you feel like it's kind of like shit, you put on your seatbelt. Like, I may not get into an accident, and I may not need this motherfucker, but just in case I do, let me put this bitch on, because anything could fucking happen. And I feel like it's the same way. But yeah, we do need someone for people who are like, I'm not political, but I want to get a clean cut breakdown of what this shit of what's going on. But there's a lot of people in like Janice. Janice is a good one. She's on Facebook too, and she'll tell it like it is. Like, hey, this is what it is. And if you ask her any questions, she'll tell you straight out. Like,
we got to get her on this show. I've been asking about that for a minute. We got to get her and the last dude we were supposed to have on here about a week ago.
I'll ask
Terrence Maddox. We need to get them on here and have a heated debate.
I'll ask her. You know that. Well, that's my cousin, so I'll ask her. Can she come on? But I think it's important to talk about certain things and to actually say if you don't know.
Yes, I pulled out the porn phone, Cortez.
What's in the porn phone, man? Did you keep?
I'm about to pull something out on
All
you.
right, let's see. I gotta hear this.
Are we listening to it?
Porn phone is.
Yes, we're going to listen. I think we're done with topics, and I want to keep Cortez awake for this last 10 minutes.
Yeah, let me be awake.
I just want to test y'all with something.
He said this last 10 minutes like I ain't got to roll out here. Nigga going to sleep tonight. Oh, that shit good.
Yeah, but the show is 10 minutes. You going to leave before 10 minutes?
I'm out. The juice is loose. Dropping summer 2019.
I just want to try something. I want to test y'all wits. And Cortez, don't look at my damn laptop. It's answers on here.
Oh, okay. Then come on, nigga.
The wait is almost over.
It's answers on here. I want to make sure it's not too loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
This nigga gonna hit us with some.
I want to ask the question.
Okay.
Only the number one answer will be accepted. There will be no number two, number three.
Damn.
We're going to see who get it. I don't care who goes first, but I'm going to ask the question.
We going against each other?
Yeah, it's you and Cortez today.
I'm ready, nigga. I'm ready to be
It's you
hearing
and Cortez.
something all my life.
Answers all the questions.
Answer all the questions?
Answer. You got me.
Why would he answer all the questions?
Just answer.
Ron, hurry your slow ass up.
That mug
This
still,
nigga got
hey,
help.
that mug booting up.
This nigga got an iPhone 4T in his mouth. Talking about, I got some questions.
Hold on, that's the wrong one.
You didn't do this beforehand?
Is that it?
This nigga.
No, because my porn was on there.
Yeah, I did see the porn on there.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
You do this shit. Never mind.
That nigga phone so little, this nigga can't see what's on there. Tell me this is porn phone.
Magnify.
It's porn small as
All right, I'm
shit.
going to take it off the speaker. Yeah. That's why I look at big titties on this motherfucker. It come out.
Nigga shit keep rebooting this shit by itself.
No, if it wouldn't be booting, I had two different volumes.
Listen, you can't bring out no whack phone with somebody who work for
This nigga got a Nokia
a
up
phone
in this bitch.
company.
This nigga got a snake on his phone. This nigga out here.
Hey, this ain't my regular everyday phone. You
He said
judgmental motherfucker.
snake.
Shit ain't even touchscreen. This
Oh, that
nigga
mug
is
get
using.
small.
This nigga using the rolling button.
Ron
on the
said, if it's major, hit me on my page.
Hey, man, this is a phone I had a long time ago. And it still works.
This nigga lying. This nigga got a SIM card in that bitch. He's still using it.
Hey, you working? Hey, man, upgrade me, motherfucker.
Listen, it come with the case that had the light on
Right,
it.
got the case with the light
That when you used to pull out your parts and change
Oh shit,
that no kid be lit.
bro, he got that old joint too, man. That shit.
Hey, man, I'm trying to load this shit up for some enjoyment.
You can tell how old it is. The headphone.
Hey, y'all
want to
play it now?
Shit, oh, We waiting on you.
The headphone.
You know how YouTube
top.
is. It had the remix and all type of shit on there. Motherfuckers that loaded up. Like, hold on.
You come on, man. This nigga look at this nigga like Yellow Beezy out here. Y'all ain't ready. Nigga, this play the
Hold on, all the ladies come up to the front. Bianca come up to the front.
Let me back and drink real quick. Shit. Y'all ain't even hype.
All right, I'm loading it up.
Y'all ready?
I'm loading it up.
Nigga, let's go.
All right, let's see if this the right one. Yes.
Oh,
It took you 80 minutes.
That's how you be a millionaire? Do you want to be a millionaire?
Yeah, and this ain't even the type of material to be on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. All right. Name a reason you might get rid of an old family heirloom.
Money.
It's getting on my nerves.
Neither one of you were right.
Money?
And number one answer is broken.
Oh, that's
Where's
whack.
this shit?
Where do kids nowadays spend most of their time?
YouTube.
Don't smile at me. Answer.
I don't know.
Bedroom.
Watching YouTube.
You
Tell me
just
something
said
many
one place.
people do just once a week.
Jack off.
Go to work.
Go to church is the number one answer. Name a reason a person might wake up at 2 a.m.
Hungry. Thirsty.
Oh, that's
no,
good.
use
Gotta
the
pee.
Dang, that's one.
Bathroom is the number one answer. Name something you might eat with a hamburger.
Fries.
Number one answer.
Bread.
She got
Bread.
it.
Oh.
2-zip, Bianca.
Gotcha.
Name something you haven't done since high school gym class.
Workout.
Oh, that's pretty good. Was
Climb a
that number
rope.
one?
No.
Climb a rope.
No.
Jog.
No.
Play kickball.
No.
No, it can't be that.
Fuck bitches.
All right, we're moving on. Run a mile.
What was-
We asked 100 Americans, how much do you tip for good service?
$5.
Percentage wise.
Oh, 5%.
Is he right?
You cheap motherfucker. Hell no.
10%.
I'll tell you when you got the right answer. Go, Bianca.
20%.
20%. She answered them
I
all.
was gonna say 10.
Nigga said everything.
I would have been wrong.
Who was the most popular character on the show, on the sitcom Friends?
Ross. No.
The girl.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Ah, damn, I don't know.
She
their
whooping
names.
your ass. Tell me something
I
you
don't know
can buy that costs $1 or less.
Gum.
Damn, that's pretty good.
No.
Candy?
Fruit is the number one answer. We moving on. Name a country
Food
that
is the number
speaks
one?
Spanish. Fruit.
Oh, fruit.
Hell no, it ain't. This okay. Go ahead.
Hey, maybe this ain't in Kansas.
What you say?
Name a country that speaks Spanish.
Mexico.
Hey, hold on. I'm stopping this now.
Mexico not a country? Am I tripping?
Why you stop us?
Why you-
Spain was number one.
Ah,
Spain. I was
shit.
going for
Was
Spain.
Mexico on there?
I was going,
Yeah, Mexico was the number 2 answer.
I was going for Spain.
Hey, Bianca kicked your ass in there. Do you want a
Let's do another
rematch?
one. Let's do another one.
You want a rematch?
Nope. I gotta go.
No, we still
No.
got about 5 minutes on this show.
All right, I was supposed to leave at 1, but I got another one. I got another one in me.
It's only 1:05.
Let's
You
go.
see, talking about we got five, like we got a certain time, we got a quota we gotta meet.
All I gotta do is get up and go in the room, so y'all stay all night.
God damn it. Come on, one more.
Let's do like 20 more of these.
Hell no.
We're not doing 20. No.
All right, the first person to come to 5. So when y'all answer, like I might get.
No. How many
la-
questions?
What? I
It's
think
the
you got like
last
3 or
round.
4.
How
What's
many-
the last round? The 10. Let's do
What
10.
can't do a speed round? We ain't got no money to give y'all.
What did nigga? Let's do 10. Let's do 10. 10 quick ones, right quick.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna answer them all?
Come on.
So I won this one. Okay.
Right.
We gotta help. Y'all gotta help me keep control. Keep a tally. Cause I know you got 3 or 4. It was easy because he didn't get none.
I got one, nigga.
Oh, you got one?
let's go.
Okay.
20%.
All right, here we go. My thumb was too big. Name a liquid in your kitchen that you hope no one ever accidentally drinks.
Bleach. Detergent soap.
Water.
Soap was the number one.
Soap. Yes.
Dishwashing soap.
Name something that breaks down.
A car.
Car was the number one answer. 1-1. Name a famous wizard.
Harry Potter.
2-1. Bianca. Goddamn, Cortez.
I don't know the damn wizards.
If you were dating a woman, how much weight could she gain between dates without you noticing?
5
pounds.
I said 5.
All right, number one answer was 5. What's that? 3-1, Bianca?
I said 5.
We both said
At first it was 2 zip. No, I gave y'all a tie. That's how you got one, Cortez. How many pairs of socks does a fast food worker wear in 1 week? That's
7.
dumb.
7.
That was a stupid ass question.
Right.
3-2. 3-2. Name another word for book.
Bible. Booklet.
Reading material.
No.
Booklet.
No.
Textbook.
Novel's the number one answer. We're moving on.
Novel.
What is the most stressful thing in the life of a 25-year-old woman?
Dating.
Periods.
Yeah, love life. So yeah, okay, dating.
Periods fuck up dating.
Was that 3 or 4 to 1?
4 to 1. 4 to 2.
4 to 2.
4 to 2. Okay, my bad. Name a specific piece of furniture that might be handmade.
Love seat.
Recliner.
Couch. The nightstand.
A table.
Stand.
Table's the number one answer.
Oh my gosh, the nightstand and the table the same
No,
thing.
it ain't.
No, it's not.
A nightstand is a stand. A table is
All
a
right.
table.
All right, tell me whose name a young man might have in his tattoo.
Jessica? His girlfriend's. His
No, a
mom.
person, like a person in your life. Well, like
Mom.
Mom.
Grandma.
Mom.
Got
Good.
that one.
All right, hold on, what's the score?
6-3.
6-3, so we only got one more.
Yes.
All right, let me look for a good question. I didn't even
Nigga,
pause
just
the
play
music.
a question, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm already losing.
Hey, this clip was about to run out, so I had to start over anyway.
Unless
All right, hold
you
on.
give
Let me
a
find a good one. Let me find
double.
a good one. All right. No, that.
trouble. I gotta go.
All right.
It didn't take too long. I won. Let's roll out.
Name a sport some mothers hope their child never plays.
Football.
No.
Hockey.
Soccer.
There you go. She's the winner.
Lies, man. She know too much.
Hey, that was fun. We might, you know what? We gotta write our own questions.
Next time we're gonna do your ass and see how fast you are.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm ready. Y'all gonna have to use my phone or bring a better phone.
Don't worry.
Hey, y'all, we are wrapping up episode number 2 with Cortez, the crazy man Carter.
Hey.
That spaghetti almost took his ass out, but
Man, that motherfucking spaghetti.
hey,
chicken.
I give y'all something to look forward to. We might be cutting his foot off next episode.
Wow.
Yay, Cortez is here. And then there were 3.
Wow.
Hey, man, do your research, nigga. Go home and do some Family Feud research. We out of here.
See ya.